Hello everyone, and I am back, and I really hope it's working this time. I hope it doesn't all go wrong. So I've changed my latency settings just a little bit, and it might have helped, I don't know. But I've reset my PC. I've gone in and done absolutely everything that I think I can to try and make this work a little bit better. I have nothing in the background running whatsoever except for OBS and, well, Kerbal. So hopefully, fingers crossed that everything runs just fine. Pink Kerbals, yes. I don't actually have pink Kerbals in the actual save, though. I think it's a kind of weird clash with texture replacer and the human skin mod. The only reason why I got pink Kerbals is I thought, it makes them look more human-like. It's a realism overhaul series. Stream 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yes, indeed. We are going to be going for a second run. I was just going to finish it because I got a bit fed up with the fact that it was all kind of messing up. But then the fact that my stream VOD didn't save, that was really, really annoying. So it managed to save. Oh, hello. Okay, that was... I just had the stream coming up my phone by accident, and that sounded really horrible. Anyway, so yeah, because that didn't save, I wanted to actually get something from today at least. So here we go again, and we've got the lander already on the landing pad to actually launch it. We are in the save now, so we can do this. Let's get the lander up to the actual mothership, and let's crack on with the stream round 2. Hopefully it runs a little bit better this time. I really hope it's not my internet that's causing an issue. I don't think it should be, because I did check my internet speeds whilst I was doing it, and everything seemed to be looking good. For some reason, yeah, I think it might have been YouTube. I don't know though. Like I've said, I've changed a few settings. There are a few settings that have been changed, and hopefully that makes it a little bit better, because I don't want there to be choppy frames throughout all of my streams. The ironic thing is, when you put the thanks for watching up last stream, there was no buffering. So yeah, maybe my internet was just having a bit of a sour moment. I don't know. Without mods, I have a lot of trouble trying to crash KSP. Yeah, regular KSP is pretty stable now. Very, very stable. So I've been playing KSP since 2013, so I remember back in the days of beta and alpha that it wasn't quite as good as it is now. Well, not if I enable collision with one of my 400 parts rovers, oh dear. Yeah, I bet the Kraken really enjoys that craft. The Kraken goes crazy and game goes black. Fades to black. Hey man, your channel is the best KSP channel I've ever seen. Thank you, Patrick Malarch. I'm really, really sorry. I can't pronounce your last name, but thank you, Patrick. Thank you for that comment. So this is going to be the lander. This is going to be what actually lands us on the surface of Mars. Let me do a quick check and make sure that my staging is all set up as it should be. I believe it is. That looks all good. That looks all promising. I think we're good to go. So I'm going to... Oh, I've already set the target. So let's launch into the plane of the target. And we're going to engage autopilot. And hopefully everything runs really smoothly. So it might take me a little while longer to reply to comments now, because I have messed around with the latency, so it's not as fast as it was before. I'm hoping, in the fact that I've done that it might make the stream run a little bit smoother, but I don't know, because I did have it set to the lowest possible latency before, and yeah, I think it's the first time I'd done that, and maybe that was why the stream kind of committed die. Because it definitely did commit die. Right, so 5 seconds, and we're going to be launching Mars Lander, the Mars Lander, Demeter Lander, D3. And any second now. There we go, we should have ignition, and yep, those F1A engines are going to light up, and we are on our way up, and we're going very, very slowly, and our gimbal is free. Cool, that's all good, so we do not have anything to worry about there. It's okay, everyone struggles. So yeah, I'm assuming that was in regards to the last name. I don't know, my pronunciations for well, a lot of things probably leave a little bit to be desired. Yeah. I think I'm very stereotypical English in that regard. Any European sounding name, we completely butcher. We are just not very good. We're not very good at languages in general. It's the thing, like, if you go over to Europe, a lot of... Oh, I left the booster pitch at 50. That was a mistake. If you go over to a lot of European countries, obviously a lot of European countries do speak English. If you go over to England, no one speaks any other European language. I did learn a bit of French and German in school. I can't remember any German now, 'cause... Yeah, I've forgotten it all. That was a long time ago that I did that, so... But yeah, no, we don't seem to... We're not very good with languages over in the UK. So I'd love to stand there watching the launch. In VR, it would be great. Kerbal Space Program in VR would be awesome. I kind of want to get VR. I don't have a VR headset. That'd be something that's really cool. I mean, they're still very, very expensive, though. And being a uni student, I can't really justify spending the money on something like that. If I spend any money at any time soon, it's definitely going to be to upgrade my computer's RAM. So it just appeared on the launch pad like magic. Magic. It's Polish and I'm French. No, no link here. I was going to say, it does sound, the CZYK at the end of your name, well, from what I know, is a very Polish sounding last name. What graphics card do I use? I have an RTX 2070 Super. Will this stream only be testing the Mars trip, or will you fly the actual mission or do community station in this stream? It's very likely that this will just be the Mars testing, just testing for Mars. Purely because I reckon testing for Mars will probably take another 4 hours to get all of this together and working. And ideally, I'm not sure if I want to be streaming for another 4 hours because it is now a school night. I do have university tomorrow, although it is quite late. I think my first lecture is something like 4 p.m. my time, so I can have a nice lay-in tomorrow. I don't have to be up ridiculously early, which will be nice. So I do have time. I definitely do have time, and usually what I do on Mondays, I always have a nap on Mondays. I usually sleep from about 4 till 6 because my last lecture on Monday finishes at, I think, 2 p.m. And I like to have a little bit of a nap just to kind of refresh myself and make sure that I am more alert and awake when I do my stream, because usually my streams last quite a while into the evening. So I need to make sure that I'm awake enough to be streaming for that long. So yeah. So, ooh, love the plume effects now. The plume effects from the F1s are beautiful. So big. And I love the sound of the F1 engines. I think, well, once this burns out, I'll probably physical time walk through the rest of this launch so we can get this all done. Like I said earlier in the last stream, I do want to do this at a very breakneck speed. I want to be doing this as quickly as possible so I can get this all done because, I mean, it's going to be a lot of the same. A lot of launches, a lot of finicky maneuvers in low Earth orbit, trying to get everything to match up with each other, trying to meet everything in low Earth orbits, well, docking it all together, and yeah, the lectures put you to sleep too. Hello, Sloth, welcome to stream number 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, obviously, I had a stream earlier on which broke and died. It committed die. To be honest, I've not really fallen asleep during the lectures. It's hard. Doing Zoom lectures is really hard. It's really hard to stay focused. So a lot of the time I will just have the lecture on my phone and I'll be kind of like pottering around doing other stuff. What am I studying? I'm studying computer science. I'm in my 2nd year. And yeah, me and Sloth are at uni together, and we have picked the exact same modules. Is it back? The stream is back. The stream is definitely back, and I'm fairly certain from looking at the stream on my 2nd monitor, well, it looks good. It looks like nothing is going wrong at the moment. It'll be interesting to... Oh, that's not good. I say that, and then suddenly YouTube does a die on my 2nd screen. Whoa, what's happening there? Okay. Interesting, right, so I think I'm gonna have to revert this flight to launch, because that wasn't supposed to happen. So, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. I went and took a shower during that first lecture. Fair enough. Software engineering one this morning. Those lectures are terrible. They are really terrible. So basically our entire year is up in arms about these lectures because you can't hear a damn thing the guy is saying. It's all pre-recorded. And yeah, no, it's not done particularly well. And to be honest, it's not great. Do a barrel roll. Oh, what's that? Star Fox, isn't it? Star Fox. I remember playing a Star Fox game on the GameCube a really long time ago, and there's dinosaurs involved. I think you crash landed on this weird planet, and you had to... Oh god, I can't even remember what that game was called. Fun though. I do love good old games. Have an incompressible aero exam this Friday. This is mega relaxing to listen to. Well, thank you. Hopefully my dulcet tones don't send you to sleep though whilst you're revising for your exam. Right, so what I'm going to do is we are going to switch that to 80. And, oh, hello, status. No, I want to change that to 160. I didn't want that to be 250. That's probably why that did a bad thing. Just did a bad thing. Okay, so I think that is where we want everything, although I'm going to have to select the target. I feel a bit more energized after coming back now as well. I think I was just getting a little bit fed up with what was going on at the end of the last stream, that I kind of got a bit like, oh, great. But going away for a couple of, well, about 20 minutes, sorting myself out, getting another drink and, you know, setting the stream up again. I feel a bit more energized. So let's set that as target. Let's launch into the plane of the target in 19 hours and 47 minutes. We are going to be launching to that rather large spacecraft. So that all should be good. So let's engage autopilot. Oh dear, what has happened there? What have I done? Oh no, no. Let's stop opening menus. Let's stop opening menus, please. I've got MMH selected, that's why. Okay, cool. Right, so there we go. Let's get rid of that, please. I said get rid of, go. What is going on? If I click it, there we go, cool. There we go. So now it's just 30 minutes and then we're going to be launching this into the plane of that rather large Mars transfer vehicle. And it looks like my internet has died again. Please don't be doing a die. Please don't be doing a die. Why is it all gone? It says I have an excellent connection, but this does not look promising. What is going on with my internet today? I mean, I've just seen Kerbal say, yeah, he's back, but I'm not sure. It seems fine here. Maybe, I honestly think it's just YouTube being really weird. So I've got my analytics for the stream up on my second monitor, which is also where my chat is, and every so often it just, like, the concurrent viewers just go from, I think, from about 17 to 19. And they just drop all the way to 0, and it looks like the actual thing has just lost connection. So I really honestly don't know what's going on. Right, these have free gimbal. I'm just going to physical time walk through this because, well, we've seen it once already. I want to get through this. Can we join your Discord? Of course you can join my Discord. So if you want to join my Discord, the link in the actual screen that you are seeing at the moment does not work because I'm an idiot, and Discord links are case sensitive, and the font that I have used for that is not case sensitive. So if you want to go over and join the Discord, you can find the actual link either in the about on my channel, or you can find the link in the description of any of my previous videos. It should be on every single one, except for the really early videos that I did when I did a RimWorld series. I'm fairly certain that was before I set up, well, So Not the Hero Type set up the Discord, so yes, it's not on any of those. But yeah, no. Go to any of the Kerbal Gets Real videos after, like, episode 10, I reckon, or the about on my channel. And now that I've hit over 1,000 subscribers as well, I do get the community tab opened up to me, and I think I'll probably see if I can put a permanent link up on there. I don't get that yet. I was really excited when I hit 1K, thinking, oh, I can go and get that community tab. It's going to be great. It's like Twitter on YouTube, and I can post pictures and stuff like that. Unfortunately, you need to wait about a week after hitting 1,000 subscribers, so I'm gonna have to wait a little while. Snakecake, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream again. I think you were in the last one. I'm fairly sure I saw your name, but boing indeed. And this is actually the last launch that we need to do to get this Mars transfer vehicle all set up. That's a little bit concerning. Why is it lagged out so much? This isn't even just the stream. This is just my game is crashing. Oh, there we go. Pop go the fairings. And there we go. They've gone. I had a feeling that they might crash into, like, the spacecraft, and that's why that was doing all kinds of weird things. 1.01k subs, yes. So that's almost 1.02k subs. I think I'm on 1019 at the moment if I check my YouTube studio. So been a very, very good day for me today. Hit 1k, got another 20 on top of that as well. So if there's anyone new to my channel, welcome to my channel. We are going to be going to Mars. Well, we're going to be attempting to go to Mars. And this isn't actually a proper Mars mission, no. This is just a test. Just a test. So my PC specs, your PC specs. So I've got a NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super. I have an Intel i5 9600K as a CPU, and I have 16 gigabytes of, well, DDR4 2133 megahertz RAM. So you're going to have to use that YouTube money to get a better PC. See, I'm not sure if I want to monetize my channel yet, because obviously ads are annoying. And I don't want people to be put off if I monetize my channel. I've got the option now, obviously, having hit 1,000 subs. I haven't done it today. I need to think long and hard about if I actually want to do that, because to be honest, the money at the moment, if I do decide to do that, it won't be a huge amount. I mean, it won't be nothing, but it won't be a huge amount. So I think I'm going to save that for a bit, because like I said, ads are annoying. You just beat your daily subscriber count. Can you check that? So there we go. Let's get rid of that. I think the most subs that I've ever had in a day before was 37, and that was when I did a stream 2 weeks ago. But right, okay, so we're in space. Where is... It's really far away. It's going to take a long time to actually meet up with that. So let's once again plot a maneuver and see if we can figure out when we actually need to get over to there. So didn't mean to do that. What I want to do is I want to raise my apogee to about 250,000. Let's right click on that so I can see it. That is something that I learned on the stream, by the way. Right clicking those points keeps them up. Great, great. Whoever told me that, I can't remember. I think it was from one of the first streams that I did, and I'm so thankful, because that is so useful to know. And I didn't, like, after having played Kerbal for so many years, I did not know that that was a feature. So that was, yeah, great, whoever told me about that. Right, so this is going to be 1 day. It's going to be almost 2 days. No, well, 1.5 days until we need to perform our maneuver. Let's get our intersect. That's 151 kilometers away, so we need to move this way a little bit. We need to go forward another orbit. And in, it's 7 thought, 1.3, 1.1. 1.1 looks like it's about as close as we can get at the moment. Let's see if we can get that a little bit closer. I guess 1 kilometer is fine. Yeah, I think we'll go with 1 kilometer, but what we are going to do is we are going to launch longsword in this time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add a maneuver node. No, we're not going to launch longsword. We're going to go to the Demeter 4 habitation unit, and we are going to perform that burn. So let's add an alarm in a day and 12 hours, and let's jump over to the habitation unit, and then let's get this docked to the actual main Mars ship. So yeah, Social Blade. Oh, cool. I know I do check my own Social Blade every now and then, just because I honestly, I find looking at all of the analytics really interesting. You should see the amount of time I spend on YouTube Studio on my phone just checking my analytics. But yesterday, actually, as well, yesterday was another big milestone for me, being the first day that I ever got over 2,000 views in a single day, which was also really, really cool. So I'd never had that before. I think I got 2,200 and something views according to YouTube Studio, so that was also really cool as well. And yeah, no, that was the first time that had happened as well, so that was cool. But yeah, no, I love analytics. I love looking at them. I find it all really interesting, and seeing kind of like who's seeing what when and when everyone's online. It's really cool. It's really interesting. Data science. I hated doing data science last year as a module, but for some reason, when it's my YouTube content, it's interesting rather than doing damn house prices. That was not a fun module. It's a lot of fun. What are ads? Cough, cough, cough. Ad block, cough. Fair enough. Does ad block YouTube ads? I didn't know that. I'm sure I've definitely got ad block on my PC. I'm sure I still get YouTube ads. Or you could be fancy and doubt, what is it, like YouTube Pro or YouTube Red or something where you don't get ads anymore? I think that might be a thing. I know one of my friends has it because he uses YouTube to listen to music. So, oh, D3 Lander Pro batteries are getting low. That's not good. Oh, but the Lander's not running out of batteries, so that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And this has got all of its solar panels extended, so we don't need to worry about this. We just need to wait 7 hours and 20 minutes until we get to our maneuver node, and then we're going to burn. Hopefully, we can have full control of this when we do that burn, because it'd be really nice to be able to actually control this, but I'm not keen, not confident, because I don't have an all-encompassing communications network up on this save, which is really, really annoying. Right, so in an hour, I'm going to actually maybe slow down this time warp so I don't go whizzing past that maneuver node. Oh, 15 minutes. That's quite not very long. Okay, so there we go. And as soon as this gets close to our actual node, I'm going to cut. Well, I'm going to try and get it as close to the node as possible before cutting time warp, and then we can just go and point our nose at the node. Right, there we go. Cool. Am I controlling from here? I am. Perfect. So let's stick our nose towards the node. Right. Yeah, that right-click feature is a lifesaver. Yes, no, honestly, it is absolutely amazing. I can't believe I didn't know about it before. 7 hours and 20 minutes. Your most was 39. I just got 40. Oh, okay, cool. I think Social Blade runs a little bit differently from YouTube, like depending on the time where it counts subs from. So I know on YouTube it was 37, I think, up until today, but I'm fairly sure I've got more subs today because I think I started today on about 989, I think, and yeah, no, I've very close to 1020. So yeah, it's been a lot. Wow, that was the best sleep that I had in years. Those 7 hours seemed like only a few seconds. Oh, the magic of time warp. Oh, could you imagine KSP Kerbal without time warp? Well, no one would play it, would they? It would just be, it would be ridiculous. You'd be waiting around for so long. Respect for patient. Radio go, brr, yes. Yeah, obviously all of the coming in and out of communications there made the chatterer go a little bit mental. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is, do I want to execute this with MechJeb or do I want to do it myself? I think I'm going to do it myself. So when I have 28 seconds to go, it will be time to light up these engines. I am holding thumbs up. Real life with time warp. I time warp so that I wouldn't have to be stuck with this school. Yeah, time warp in real life would be kind of cool. Although, I don't know, there's a really old Adam Sandler film called Click, and he basically is able to time warp through his real life, and then he just ends up like time warping through all of the important stuff. So I don't know. I really don't know. Why do I always get so philosophical on these streams? And I'm definitely not a philosophical person. Don't take me for any kind of life advice. You definitely wouldn't want that from me. 100%. Are you excited for Kerbal Space Program 2? I am definitely excited for Kerbal Space Program 2. And I think as soon as that comes out, I definitely want to start a series on it because, you know, I was very hyped for that game. When I saw the trailer, when the trailer first dropped, I was incredibly hyped for that. I was very, very, very excited for it. So I am, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Although there are a few kind of concerns with it. Come on, let's fire up the engine. Obviously, Take-Two and all of the issues that have been going on with that have been a little bit less than ideal. But I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see when the game comes out, kind of what we're looking at, I guess. But no, I am excited for it. I am excited for it. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Although I did mention in the last little stream that I did that I would quite like to do another series of Kerbal on KSP1, and that would be a Beyond Home series. Because obviously there's that beautiful new parallax, which looks absolutely astounding, and I kind of want to get into that a little bit. And it's basically KSP2 in KSP1. It looks really cool. I really want to give that a go. Although it does mean that I'm going to have to get used to stock again. I've said on my Discord already that I'm probably have no idea how to play stock anymore. I can control this. I think it's because I've got limited crew control, despite the fact that I don't actually have any crew on this spacecraft at all. So that's a little bit sus. Cannot delete maneuver node. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, insert Jeremy Clarkson meme. And we are 1.8 kilometers away, 1.9 kilometers away. Can I get closer? 1.7, 1.6. This is going to be really annoying if I keep saying it every time I get closer. I suppose 1.5 isn't too bad. Isn't too bad. Stock seems so easy when you played RSS. What is the best way to learn RP1, RO, and such? So, how do you feel playing RP1? I play Realism Overhaul only. I like RP1. It gives you a sense of progression, basically. I've never just played a sandbox save. It's something that I've never done on RO. And I mean, I like the progression. And when I first got into RO and RP1, it was definitely what I did to begin with, was I started RP1. Like I said, I've never done a sandbox save. And it was cool. I kind of learned how to build rockets that way, because you have to go through the sounding rocket era, and then you kind of do early orbital era, which is, it's all very different. And yeah, so it's fun. It's very fun, but it is also very challenging. Very, very challenging. And the way that I learned how to play RP1 and RO was I watched Nathan Kell's YouTube videos, which were a very, very, very good source of information on how to actually do RO and RP1. He was, of course, one of the developers for RP1, so he definitely had an idea of what he was talking about. Yeah, but they are really good. They're getting a little bit old now, but most of the principles still do apply. The reason why I started playing RP1 was because of Scott Manley's Spaceships Are Serious Business. Those are very old, though. They are very, very old. And yeah, they're a bit dated now, which is a bit unfortunate. I know that's why Cosmonaut Crash actually started his series. He started his series because Scott Manley stopped his RO series, and Cosmo was like, well, I want a good YouTube series for RO and RP1. So he went out and created one. And that has been going on for a very long time. It's 650 episodes almost. I think 649 got released not that long ago. So yeah, he's almost up to 650. He might even have released 650. I don't know, but yeah, no, he's been going on for a very long time. I've never played career in stock, so now I have 2 learning curves. So I don't think I've ever played career in stock, actually, to be honest, because I remember when I played stock, it didn't have career. It only had sandbox and science mode, because I played stock in 2013 and then stopped playing Kerbal for about 5 years before I picked it up again and then moved straight to Realism Overhaul. I think I've probably played a little bit of stock, but nothing really too much. I'm so glad that I've got control on this. This would be friggin' awful if I didn't. How's the stream doing, though? Because I am aware now that I am by... Oh, actually, I think I might have just passed within render range now, and this is when things... Yep, there we go. I am in render range now. This is when things get nasty. Get gnarly, and the stream kind of goes laggy. I cannot live without KSP mods. KSP, don't get me wrong, KSP is an absolutely amazing, fantastic, brilliant game. It's brilliant, absolutely wonderful. But the mods, the mods that you get with KSP are just amazing. They are brilliant, and they really, really bring the game to life. Really bring the game to life. So I don't know what I'd do without KSP mods either. I really don't. It's gonna be weird going to KSP 2 when that comes out. I think obviously I'll probably still be playing KSP 1 quite a bit when KSP 2 comes out, just because I reckon it'll be quite a while before Realism Overhaul and RP1 and all of that are ported over, if they do get ported over. Is the stream stable now? As far as I'm aware, it is. I'm hoping it is. It seems to be a bit better than it was before. I have gone through and changed a few settings to try and make it a little bit better, and I think it has helped. But I don't know. I think it is. It might not be. I might be just completely making up a load of rubbish because it looks better to me. Although I have been saying that my little analytics screen up over on my side does keep deciding to do a die, and it has done it again just now. Although it is saying excellent connection. It's really bizarre. YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you being all kinds of weird? Please stop. Stop being strange. But oh well, right, so we are slowing ourselves down. We're probably going to end up about 1 kilometer away, which is going to take a while to get over, but oh well. Oh well, I mean, I probably could have done this burn at a bit of a better time, but oh well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, 970 odd meters, and we've got loads of MMH and NTO in this NTO in this stage. And no, kill rotation. What we're gonna do is we're gonna whack our nose over to that big old target over there. We are gonna attempt to dock. I have come back for a few minutes. Yay me! Well, welcome back, Yosef Marks. Thank you for coming back to the stream. Like I said, I think it is running a little bit better now. I mean, judging from what I can see over on my second monitor, it does seem to be doing a little bit better. And to be honest, I don't think the latency is all that bad, but I don't know, I wouldn't be able to tell. This is gonna take a really, really, really long time to actually turn around. Just gonna, just kind of casually look at the imaginary watch on my wrist and think, here we go, and we're turning, and we're turning, and we're turning. I mean, I've got physical time warp, so I could, but yeah, that's going to move. Unfortunately, that is going to move the actual spacecraft, so I can't do physical time warp. I really don't like that bug in KSP. It's a bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying. Well, more than a little bit annoying. But they're facing the target, so let's just blast our engines up for a little bit. Maybe go towards the target at about, I don't know, 5-10 meters a second. It's not actually moving it. Yeah, let's go 5 meters a second. I'm hoping we can slow ourselves down with RCS. 5 meters a second, I think, might be a bit too fast. Let's go like 4 meters a second. Although, I kind of want it facing this way, because I'm fairly sure that when we dock, it's going to be... God, what happened there? When we dock, it's going to be over there, I think. It's time warping you without moving it. Without time warping it. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying because it means like ships float all over the place, and unless you are within 200 meters, then you can time warp all you please. Hello, Nicholas Acosta. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to stream number 2. Hopefully the one that does actually last and doesn't go all stuttery and frame ratey and end up having 7 frames per month or something ridiculously crazy like that. Ridiculous? That's like the spell in Harry Potter. Ridiculous. Okay. So, okay. Wait, what? My phone seems to be going a bit crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's get that away. Don't need that. God, I'm such a millennial. Like, always glued to my phone. Anyway, let's... Oh, wait. No, it does move it. Okay, so, well, we'll just kind of... we are going to go smashing straight into it. That's a little bit concerning. Let's slow down. let's slam the brakes before we go smashing into our transfer stage. Come on. I'm fairly certain that we've got enough time to actually slow down before we hit this thing. So we don't have an issue, right? Let's do this. And what we're going to want to do is we want to select that common berthing mechanism, if I can. Come on, let me select it. Please. It's really hard to select because I don't want that one. I want that one. Right. Oh, this looks like we're getting close. I mean, we're controlling from here. That's okay. And we are going to do a good old docking autopilot. And I think, once again, we'll go for about 0.4 meters per second. 0.4 meters per second. Force roll to 0 degrees. Autopilot enabled. Backing up. Okay. Yeah, let's just physical time warp through this now. And then hopefully these things should dock together. They are getting very close. Are they going to bump? Are they going to bump? No. No, I think we're okay. Insert tax warning sound. TCAS warning sounds. Your description sounds like the Alcubierre drive. I think you can get an Alcubierre drive in Interstellar Expanded, can't you? It's the actual warp drive that they've got. I think. I've not really done much Interstellar Expanded. Something that I've been kind of keen on trying out. And I think if I did Beyond Home, it'd definitely be a mod that I would consider playing with for that as well. I don't know if they go together well, though. I know Interstellar Expanded doesn't really play well with RO. That's what I was looking for. RO is exactly what I'm playing right now. Well, this docking has gone rather splendidly. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Is this on a sandbox save? This is on a sandbox save. Yeah, we're not on the actual Kerbal Gets Real save at the moment because I wanted to test out orbital assembly of this entire craft. And then I wanted to test out the full mission, and actually doing that in Crash would have been really hard. So what I've done is I've skipped forward to 1971, the 22nd of May 1971 on a sandbox save. We're putting our craft together and we are going to hopefully launch, well, go to Mars. Most of the warp drive mods have been broken from what I've seen with 1.9.1 on CCAN. I know a lot of mods that add planets don't work past 1.8 though, do they? Because Copernicus hasn't been updated beyond 1.8. I know there is an unofficial patch for it, but if you want to go official, I'm fairly sure Copernicus is still only available for 1.8. I think anyway. There we go. Now it's just going to be not very long before we dock this to this, and yeah, then all we've got to do is we've got to attach the lander over here and then send a crew up, and then we are ready to go to Mars. So our Mars transfer window is in 11 days and 4 hours. So I think what I want to do is I want to probably send up a crew maybe 2 days before. I reckon that should do us fine. Get the good old... I've not actually done a launch of the longsword into the plane of a target. That's going to be interesting. But there we go. There we go. We have docked the habitation module to the actual transfer stage of this thing. So that's good. That's good. Cool. So now what we can do is if I can select this, I want to undock this. Decouple node. There we go. Looking promising. That's looking good. We're just going to kill our rotation on this. Or are we not? Why can't we move? Oh. We are. It's just I've got time warp on. Okay. How much MMH and NTO have we still got? Oh, we've still got loads. We've still got enough. So cool. That's that all done. So what I'm going to do is I am going to deorbit this stage. So what I want to do is I want to control from here. And we're going to point retrograde to turn our RCS on. And of course, retrograde is going to be sending us straight past the ship. That's less than ideal. Wait, why are we? Oh yeah, no, that would be retro. Okay, are we going to go smashing into the spacecraft? No, we can just fire up and go zooming past. Oh, hello. Right, interesting. Why are we spinning? Interesting. That shouldn't have happened. This should have its center of mass perfectly through its center of thrust. So why are we spinning? Why are we spinning? Are all four of them lighting up? I honestly do not know what's going on here. I'm a bit confused. I'm very confused. I kind of want to get rid of this. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to blow it up. Gonna blow it up. There we go. Range safety. Yep. Bye. Boom. Cool. Explosions. KSP's greatest asset. The only reason why we really play KSP is just to see some pretty cool space explosions, right? Performance loss. That doesn't seem nominal. Yeah, it could have been performance loss. I didn't actually check. No, as far as I can tell, nothing went wrong, so that's really bizarre. Anyway, let's go back to the Space Center and launch Longsword. The Space Shuttle, hopefully... Oh, I'm going to have to try and figure out... So, I've got a special, like, MechJeb descent guidance profile kind of thing that I use for it. I say special, it's not really that special, but... Yeah, it's going to be... I'm going to have to try and remember what I have to change on that to make it work. I think it should be all right, but yeah. No, we're going to be sending up the crew. Insufficient avionics would have caused it to spin right. Yes. Oh, it might. Yeah, no. But no, it wouldn't have had insufficient avionics because the RCS was firing to correct itself. So... Yeah, no, it definitely did have avionics on there, so I don't know why that was happening. Binary, hey Carnassa, hello Binary, welcome to the stream. We're going to be launching Longsword. So, hopefully this all works. Vessels, I don't need to train them up because, and yeah, no, we've got the lander that's going to meet with the, no, we don't want to launch Longsword yet. We don't want to actually launch it yet, although we could. And we could keep it in, no. I'm going to launch Longsword a couple of days before the Mars transfer window. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the lander over, and then we're going to wait a few days, and then we're going to launch Longsword. So in 2 hours. Wait for this to go slowly down. I think once it gets to an hour, I'm going to go jump to it. There we go. Jump to ship. Cool. Oh, did the F3 log say it did? Okay, fair enough. I didn't actually notice that. Oh no, the insufficient avionics. Okay, that's because I time warped. So when you time warp with deep space avionics, it will shut the avionics down. The avionics will hibernate, so it will come up with a message saying insufficient avionics. And then when you get them back into regular time, the avionics will turn back on and it'll all be fine. I know there were definitely avionics on that stage that were able to sustain it because, like I said, the RCS was actually firing and it was sending me to retrograde. It was pointing me retrograde before I lit up those engines. If I didn't have any avionics on there, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Where's the fried egg, Carnassa? So, for obviously my 1,000 sub special, I said that I was going to do some kind of egg cooking, thing. So fried or scrambled egg. I've not decided yet. I've not actually had time to put that together yet. I only got 1,000 subs today. So I need to go out. I need to go out and actually buy some eggs. Didn't have any eggs. I've got no eggs at the moment. So I need to go out and actually get some in order to do that. And yeah, I'll probably go out tomorrow and start doing it tomorrow. But yeah, face reveal and egg cooking class. I'm not sure if I'm the one that's really qualified to show you how to cook eggs, but I don't know. You should ask Ziggy Kerman. He is obviously I can't remember what his name is on Discord, but it's like Pontifex Maxima Ziggy Kerman the Blessed or something, something along those lines. Something along those lines. Right, so I do want to turn on these RCS thrusters as well because this is going to take a really long time to move if I do not do this. Let's turn all of these on. All that's looking good. We'll get all of these. So this stage has a load of fuel that I was going to attach to, well, I was going to fill up. I think it's actually only got hydrogen in it. Yes, it does. But because this was for when it was going to be nuclear, and all you need is liquid hydrogen rather than liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen for a Hydrolox engine. So I'm using HD3s to actually transfer over to Mars. Right, so let's extend the solar panels. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Do I want to ditch this stage or not? I think it might be... I mean, no. I'm going to see how long it takes me to move to the node. See how much those RCS at the top there are going to help out. Actually, they're not doing too badly. This will move quite quickly, so I'm going to keep it. And I don't know. I remember docking this to the Mars transfer vehicle before once, and this being really, really unwieldy. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. So, hi there, Ralphing. Welcome to the stream. Heather Lee, glad I could finally catch a stream. Will you play KSP2 when it comes out on this channel? Yes, most probably. I actually was talking about that probably about 20 minutes ago or something. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. No, I definitely, I would really like to play KSP2 on this channel. I'm really excited to see if Realism Overhaul and RP1 make its way to KSP2 as well. Because obviously, I am very much a Realism Overhaul player. I do love a good bit of Realism Overhaul. But then, yeah, going back to stock will be rather strange. It's something, I've mentioned it on the stream already once again. I am kind of interested in maybe doing a Beyond Home series, because it just looks so cool with parallax and everything. No, it's definitely something that I've got my eyes on. I think I might be able to do a cool kind of series on that. I don't really know how I'd go about doing it. A lot of it, I imagine, would be me relearning how to play stock KSP after playing Realism Overhaul for so long. Okay, so in 50 minutes, we are going to have our burn. So let's just hit execute next node. And we are going to make our way over. Why? Oh, okay. We were bang on the node, so why are we no longer on the node? And also, for some reason, the clouds are doing some kind of really weird thing. Maybe if I go map screen and come out, it will fix it. No. So yeah, clouds are looking bad. I don't know why that's happened. KSP2 vanilla is basically modded KSP. So I know they're adding kind of like all interstellar stuff, which is really cool. So I think, yeah, the trailer for KSP2 showed us that they've got Daedalus and Orion engines. The clouds are fake, it's the Illuminati. So mainly with extraplanetary launch pads and USI. Are they including life support with KSP2? I know they're obviously including bases and extraplanetary bases, which is cool. Oh my god, I was wondering why my probes kept spinning in my past missions, but persistent rotation was active 99% of time, and when I pressed 1 or 2 or anything else, it activated and set RPM to it. Is that what's causing my things to spin? Because I have a weird issue where things just decide to randomly start spinning, and I've got persistent rotation, and I don't know, so I'm going to deactivate. That could very well be the cause of that. That would be very interesting. Right, let's kill our rotation. Right, no, we're going to go spinning a little bit wildly out of control. Wait, what? What is that? Okay, that does not look like we've... Oh, wait, no, we are. 31 kilometers or 4... What's going on? I think we've kind of ruined that transfer a little bit. That's less than ideal. That's coming down quite quickly, though. That's a bit more promising. 32. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's coming down now, so we are going to get an encounter. It's going to be a far encounter, though. Ideally, I'd like an encounter under 2 kilometers, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know why we're not pointing prograde either when I've said to point prograde. That would be really, really nice if you could actually listen to what I was saying and point prograde. I suppose even if we've got a separation of about 15 kilometers, that's not too bad. So we can see. No, you can put the RPM to, for example, 5, and it would rotate with 5 RPM. Cool, I didn't know that. I need to really there's a lot of mods. There's a lot of mods that I have got on this save that, well, yeah, I've kind of don't really understand what they do. Oh, I've been talking and I've just realized that I've gone way past my closest separation. Oops. Yeah, no, there's a lot of mods that I kind of need to look into a little bit more and understand a little bit better. Persistent rotation definitely being one of them. That's really annoying, the sound of RCS. And I think it's maybe going to be 16.2 is going to be our closest approach. I'm gonna stop that there, and we're gonna come zooming around in 35 minutes. We're gonna have to slow ourselves down. Our relative speed's only gonna be 18.4 meters per second, which isn't too bad. And then we're gonna do the old slow ourselves down to 0 meters per second, then point at the target, burn towards the target, slow ourselves down, and then dock. The standard KSP docking procedure. Right, so let's go target relative velocity. Let's turn around, try and bleed off all of our velocity whilst we, while we can, and then get a good encounter with this thing. Hopefully, I have fixed this so that this all works, because previously, yeah, this section didn't detach, so it'll be interesting to see if the slight edits that I did in the last stream have actually worked. Would be nice if they have worked, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we try and detach it. When will your next outsourcing be, and where can I find the mod list, and are they all available on CCAN? The next outsourcing, I'm not entirely sure. So I think probably the next thing that I'm thinking of would potentially be kind of maybe some small satellite contracts to complete some of the satellite contracts that I have got a rather large amount of that I've not bothered with doing because I've been doing more exciting stuff like the moon and Mars and all of that. So I think maybe there won't be one this week because we just had one. Maybe next week I'll see if we can get one going. And mod lists. So the mod list for my series is generally on the description of my videos, so it's a little bit out of date, some of them. I do need to go through and change a few bits, and there's a few bits that aren't quite right. So I think I've listed that I've got FASA, but actually now I did prune a lot of FASA from my game. I still do have parts of FASA, and to be honest, if anyone creates something that has different parts of FASA in, I can go in and add them, and then I can actually access the craft. It's not too much of an issue. And are they all available on CCAN? The vast majority of them are available on CCAN, although I do play with the master branch of quite a few mods as well, which is why it's been really difficult. I know I've had people ask me to upload a CCAN folder before, but it's been really difficult to do that just because a lot of my mods are master branches that I get from GitHub. Lost my train of thought there. There we go. We are slowing down. Any minute now, we will be going, hopefully, as close to 0 meters per second as possible. 0.5, that'll do. Let's just point our nose at the target. We'll burn towards the target, and then we will hopefully dock with this thing in not very long at all. Can you maybe upload a zip of your game data folder? Unfortunately, I cannot, because that goes against the terms of service with pretty much every single mod that is involved with Realism Overhaul. Yeah, I know. I know. It would be useful if I could do that, but unfortunately, due to the terms of, terms and conditions of all of the mods that are with Realism Overhaul and RP1, they've got, long terms of service, and that is one of the big no-nos from doing it. So I can't do that, unfortunately. It would make things a lot easier. It would make things a lot easier. I know I saw someone was actually asking that on the Beardy Penguins Discord server earlier on today as well, saying can Beardy and N9 just upload their game data folder for them to basically play along. and they both had to had to say no as well because we can't, unfortunately. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was just saying that. I remember Beardy saying he's had that issue before. Yeah, no. So yeah, it was earlier on today that I was just looking at his Discord, and yeah. I'm a bit concerned that we're not getting our target coming up in any time soon. Oh, there we go. Eight kilometers. 7. How fast are we going? It's going to take 18 seconds to slow ourselves down. This is going to be such a long rendezvous. Then we'll be 4 kilometers away in 7 minutes and 35 seconds. Right, so let's time warp ahead and let's turn ourselves around to relative velocity again. This has been a really, really bad rendezvous. Usually my rendezvous are a lot better than this. This has been a bit embarrassing to do this on a live stream. Although, if you want to go look at my normal rendezvousing capabilities, you can always go and check the last ones. I'm usually a lot better, so. Wait. And I understand why they would have that. Most Minecraft mods are the same way. If only there was a way like Minecraft mods packs where we could get them and then have it count outside of CCAN. Because CCAN is definitely not good in installing mod packs. No. I know, obviously, there is a big old realism overhaul installation guide that you can follow. And to be fair, it's a good guide. And that's the guide. Obviously, I did my installation video not that long ago. And basically, to put that video together, I went through that installation guide and kind of laid it out in video format. And I think, I think the link to my video is now on that page. I messaged one of the developers of Realism Overhaul, and they were like, "Actually, yeah, this installation video is pretty damn good. Yeah, we'll put this on the page." I was like, "Oh, thank you very much." Exposure. Hello, Space Things. Welcome to the stream. How did you get good at docking? I'm not very good at docking. Docking is not great for me. I can do it. If I've got docking port alignment indicator, I find it a lot easier because it's a great little tool to actually show you exactly where you should be facing and doing all of that. I use, when I dock, usually I do the very lazy method of, I think it's what Matt Lown calls the Matt Lown lazy method, where you get both targets to point at each other and then you just like move them forward until they dock. So that's how I would dock without docking autopilot. Or it's very hard to dock. Rendezvousing I'm alright at, and I think it's just come with practice from playing the game for so long and kind of understanding the principle of how to rendezvous. Because I know before I started playing Realism Overhaul, I had no idea what I was doing. I just kind of like made maneuver nodes and saw that there was an intersect, and I was like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, there's an intersect there. I'll definitely use that. And they were traveling at like something like 2,000 meters per second fast past each other because it was a really weird intersect. So now I know that actually if you get them in the same plane, if you have one in a higher orbit if one is in a higher orbit, it will be traveling slower. What you can do is you can skip orbits until you find the sweet spot where they are going to meet each other. And yeah, it's how I do it now. Oh, no, kill rotation. I was just trying to look at chat whilst I was doing that. Actually, I want to point to target. So, I've tried installing RORSS via CCAN and have its recommended mods, and it did not work at all. So, I know when you download RSS and RO through CCAN, you do not want to select the recommended mods. You want to download them all manually through CCAN. So, I don't know if you have seen my installation video, but I go through it all in there. Off the top of my head, it's quite a lot of information. It's like a 26-minute long video to kind of get all of the points across on how to install it. So yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but it is, you have to do it all manually. You can't just let CCAN select the recommended mods for you because it will mess up, unfortunately. And I know things like all of the graphical mods, which my clouds are still messed up for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, for the graphical mods, you should get them all off GitHub, and the reason why is because they are very, very finicky, and the ones that are listed on the installation guide on GitHub, they are all known to work with each other, which is why you want to go to GitHub for those. If you get them on CCAN, you might get the wrong version or something like that. You probably could get it all off of CCAN, but it's just a lot easier to do the tried and tested route, I guess. Can you do a Rendezvous tutorial video? I mean, I could. It wouldn't be a very long video, I don't think. I basically went through the key principles there. I think if you want one Rendezvous tutorial, oh wait, what? 0.2 kilometers in 7 minutes. If you want a good Rendezvous tutorial video, I'm sure Matt Lown must have done one. But I could potentially put one together. Rendezvousing in Realism Overhaul is exactly the same as rendezvousing in stock. See, look, the cloud, now that we're time warping, it's really obvious. Oh, now that the game's frozen because we're coming to render range, but the clouds were staying completely stationary whilst the Earth was moving under. It just looks all kind of weird. Don't crash. There we go. Let's slow ourselves down and let's flip ourselves around so that we can actually slow down. Might get a little bit laggy now because actually this thing is getting rather large, and the Mars lander that we've got on here does have a rather large amount of parts on. If you saw the stream where I built this, it's got quite a lot inside. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have activated all of these radiators. Hopefully we haven't had any boil off issues. No, we have not. Perfect. That would be really upsetting if we had actually lost some of our hydrolocks for our Mars lander and ascent vehicle. Yeah, no, that would have been rather upsetting because I'm not sure if that would have worked. But this is actually the last piece of the ship that we're going to be putting together. And then obviously, oh, we are now 2.4 kilometers away, and of course because we come into render range once already and come out of render range, it's not too bad. So I'm gonna head off, guys. Enjoy the stream, and Carnassa, good luck with the Mars mission. My eyes keep closing, so go to sleep. See you all. Thank you for coming by the stream anyway, Siren everyone. And yeah, enjoy your sleep, and I will see you hopefully in the next stream. Thank you for coming. And now we're just going to wait a really, really long time whilst we dock these last two things, because this was the worst rendezvous I have done in a very, very long time. Matt Lown's videos are literally mini tutorials for everything. I recommend the Moon and Midness Visions for docking tutorials, maybe Duna. So yeah, no, obviously, like I said, Matt Lown does really good tutorial videos. He really does. And even though he plays nothing but stock, if you want a video specifically for docking or for rendezvousing, the principles are exactly the same in stock as they are in Realism Overhaul and RP1. The only difference really being is that in RO and RP1, you've got limited ignitions, but that comes down to more spacecraft design rather than the actual principles of docking and rendezvousing. Carnassa, is there any inspiration for the design of the transfer vehicle, or is it 100% just your design? I mean, I don't really know. Maybe I know the 3 booster stage section here is kind of probably inspired by Scorpio, and I think there was someone else that did a recent Mars mission recently. Maybe them a bit as well. But this section here, I think it was just me trying to come up with a design that worked. I've not really got any particular inspiration from this section. I guess. The lander was probably inspired a little bit by Cosmonaut Crash, because I was watching him doing all of his Mars missions when I was trying to come up with this. Well, I did this lander on a live stream, but I think I'd been watching his Mars missions not long before. Looks like a blend of Apollo and Constellation. Oh, let's start slowing ourselves down. What I want to do is I want to kill rotation. And then we are going to, once we get to about 0 meters per second or very, very close, we are going to cut. Oh, not quite, not quite. Let's see if a puff of RCS does it. Yes! There we go, 0 meters per second. Cool. So now what we need to do is we are going to need to decouple this node. So let's do that. And okay, let's undock, please. And let's go back, go back. I think what I am going to need to do is, oh great, for some reason that has made us move at 1.4 meters per second. Great, KSP, thanks for doing that, despite I didn't move at all. You are wonderful, game, and now I'm going to have to slow myself down, and that's actually quite a lot to slow myself down by these tiny little RCS thrusters. Great, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. RCS, right, so let's control from here. Control from here, and then we want to set that as target, and then we're going to get our docking autopilot up. We're going to force our roll to 0, and we're going to go for 0.4 meters per second. There we go, autopilot enabled, and we've got the lovely Carnassa the Hut logo on the side of this, which was put together by So Not the Hero's Wife, and I think it just looks amazing. I can't remember where that actually came from, but like the idea of using the Pizza Hut kind of logo with my name on there and like my flag on there, so yeah, it looks really cool. And using conformal decals to actually put that on. Conformal decals are really cool, and if you've not got that mod, I would highly recommend checking it out because they do amazing decals. Absolutely amazing decals. So I am just going to leave this thing to float off because I don't need it. It's kind of, yeah, it's just kind of waste. That was for when I was going to be using nuclear engines, and I'm not going to be using nuclear engines anymore. So let's do the good old physical time warp. This seems to be moving a lot nicer than when I last tried to dock with this, so I think I'm quite happy with this. Definitely quite happy with this. This has all come together rather... Why are we spinning all kinds of... Oh, we are moving forward. We are moving forward. This is on 1.8.1, right? Yes, this is on 1.8.1. It is the most up-to-date version of RSS, RO, and RP1. I am trying to play with all of the master branches. I haven't quite got the latest master branch of RP1 though. Reason being is I've got crew out and about at the moment, and from what I'm aware, the changes that they have done for Kerbalism can really mess with a save if you've got crew, current active crew, so I need to bring them all back home before. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of what I experienced last time. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? I think eventually it will get there, but it just likes to really kind of have a bit of a mess about. Because we shouldn't be doing all of this kind of stuff. We should be, there we go. Now we're going to kind of go back the other way. But we're gonna move faster than 0.4 meters per second when we don't need to. We don't need to move faster than 0.4 meters per second docking autopilot. Why are you doing this? Oh, I mean, I love MechJet, but sometimes it can be really annoying. So, Damien, before going to Mars, NASA should attempt Phobos landing first. Calm, interstellar film, docking music playing. Yes. I love that scene, the docking scene from Interstellar. Why are we doing this? Honestly, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Maybe... Oh, that time warp, that went away. Okay, cool. Maybe if I turn off these, we might have better luck, but I thought these needed to be on to actually make this work. This is probably just bad vehicle design by me for docking, so... Let's see if this works and see if we can do better. We're moving 0.7 meters per second, but I have a feeling this won't work better. But we can see. Moving forward to dock. Why are we moving forward to dock? We're not in line with we're not in line with it at all. What are you saying, docking autopilot? That's not right. Go home, docking autopilot. You are drunk. You are very drunk. What is going on? It's Tar's fault. It's definitely Tar's fault. I love Tar's. Tars, can you turn your, what is it, like your sarcasm down like a notch? I love the fact that he's got like humor levels and sarcasm levels. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Interstellar. I do need to watch that film again. It's a great film, really good film. Love that film. I'm a bit of a Chris Nolan fanboy though. I love anything by Christopher Nolan. So I saw Tenet not that long ago. That was also a really good film. Enjoyed that. Robert Pattinson was really good in that. Really, really good. Kind of like going from being the guy who's known as being Edward Cullen, the sparkly vampire, to being in Tenet. It was really, really surprising. Blame Otto the autopilot. I honestly don't know why MechJeb is going way past the speed limit when it really shouldn't. Like, why are these... I think it's trying to right itself, but it can't. Activate these again. I think it works better with these. Because, yeah, we are going way too fast. What I might do is... Actually... I think these are going to be much more in line with the center of mass, so it might be wise to actually just decouple this stage and then try and use the RCS thrusters on these. Although these are going to be useful when we get to Mars. I don't want to use all of our fuel up before we get to Mars. That would be very, very, very terrible. RCS enabled, come on, let's... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, right. So what is the next stage set to go? Right, we do not want that to go. We do not want that to go. So what I want to go is, I want this ring to decouple. So that ring can come down here. Okay, right, so now we're going 0.3 meters per second. I think, come on, come on. Decouple. There we go. There we go. Cool. Wait, what? What happened to my avionics? Okay, fair enough. This definitely had enough avionics. What has gone on? What has happened? Why have I gained mass, or why have I lost avionics? Interesting. Really interesting. That should not have happened. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is, well, the only thing that I can do is actually build another one of these and fix the avionics. Okay, why has that happened? What's gone on? This worked. Something's gone wrong. Something's gone... Maybe when I moved the craft over in the save, something odd happened. Can I range safety? Get a crew capsule? Because that might be the best way to do this. Avionics, yeah, I can. There we go. Bye-bye. Explosion time! Boom! Where did my Mars transfer vehicle go? Mars vehicle. Okay, no nearby objects. That's interesting. Oh, it's still alive. Okay, right, great. So back to back to the VAV to try and fix that avionics issue. That worked. That 100% worked because I did a landing with this thing in a stream about 4 weeks ago. It worked absolutely fine. So I have absolutely no idea why that happened, and that's really annoying because now I'm going to have to launch that again and we're going to have to rendezvous again. Hopefully this time I can rendezvous a little bit better though. So just want to tell you good luck. We're counting on you. Avionics have left the game. Really great film. You should absolutely watch it. Is that, oh, what, Tenet? Yes. No, really good film. Really, really good film. But I'm not going to say anything apart from that because obviously no spoilers. So let's go into the vehicle assembly building. Let's build up another Demeter lander. Luckily, because I am on a sandbox save, we can just launch it straight away. So, but anyway, hello and Unhomquicor. I don't think I've said hello yet, and I've just noticed you popping into the stream. Airplane 2 is just Airplane but KSP. I'm not sure if I've seen Airplane 2. It's been a long time since I've seen Airplane 1 as well. I know I've seen it, but it has been a really long time, and I probably can't remember much about it. Except, surely you can't be serious. I'm dead serious, and don't call me Shirley. That's from Airplane, isn't it? I think. Right, so let's launch this again. D3 lander. There we go. Let's load this up. Hopefully make a few minor edits that we need to do. Well, put some more avionics on this thing. Hello, space things. Now we're just going to have to wait a really long time for KSP to actually decide to load the craft. Oh, the joy of playing Realism Overhaul and everything having a stupid amount of parts for each craft. So there we go. Let's fix this up. And what I am going to do is... I mean, I kind of need this to... Otherwise, this launch vehicle is going to be way too big. But I think what I'll do... No, I'll keep it on there for now. You know what? No, I don't want to put hydrolocks in there because that will mess around with the weight of this. Unless... No, I don't. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to launch as is. Right, so... Avionics. There you go. Deep space, control mass, 22 tons. Oh, right. So, it should have had control. The only problem is because it was uncrewed. Okay. That's a little bit annoying, but we'll raise this up to 28 tons, and it will definitely be able to control. Definitely be able to control everything, right? So, cool. Maybe I just needed to turn the avionics on the crew department, because I think you can do that, but I don't know why that didn't work. Anyway, okay, so cool. We can save that up. Are we floating in the ground? I think we might be. There we go. Yes. No, that's good. That's good. I think I had tweak scale on these modular launch pads, and yeah, for some reason tweak scale decided to not want to work with them anymore, and that's why this is all kinds of weird. But I think that's good. So let's save that up. I think we're gonna need to move our fairing deployment somewhere different. So that goes, and I think we want those to go afterwards. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Save it. I need to make sure I transfer all of these across, and then let's launch. Looks like I was just in time. You are in Launchpad. Yes, we are going to be launching again. Fat Dragon Capsule. Actually, WX Suada has already launched a few stuff. Yes, this is actually the second stream of the evening. There's been one stream already, and it didn't go particularly well. All kinds of laggy, weird stuff was going on. So, Pat, your voice is so relaxing. Plus KSP slow maneuvers. Oh my god. ASMR. Someone said that on a comment quite a while ago. And I don't know. Then I replied with, if my channel went into ASMR, that would be a pretty wild tangent. But I don't know. I potentially could do it. I've got an omnidirectional microphone, so I can do all the kinds of like things where you like whisper in one ear and then whisper in the other. So I can actually switch it and see. Hello. Yeah, that's... oh my god, that's really bizarre. Let's change it back to how I normally have it. So yes. Honasa, which mods did you get straight from GitHub? Because I don't want to have issues with compatibility for the next outsourcing, and I want to be ready in advance. Right, so the mods that I got from GitHub, it's mostly the RO series of mods, so things like RO tanks, RO engines, RO RO capsules, RO Kerbalism I've got from GitHub. Oh, god damn it. The crew are inside. Crew shouldn't be inside. Yeah, all of the ones like that, although my RO engines isn't the most up-to-date version of RO engines because they replaced the HG3 in the most up-to-date version of RO engines. And yes, it kind of broke a lot of my vehicles, so I didn't I didn't update to that, unfortunately. So, and Homkui Core, message retracted. Oh dear, what's someone been saying? Whenever that comes up, I'm always like, oh, who's been being naughty? Carnassa, do you plan on ever playing with Principia? I might. I don't know. It's obviously the next big thing that I've not done. And I would quite like to learn how to do it. The problem is, it's bad for a long-running save, as I think, well, Calvin McClaw's been having a little bit of issues with his save the past few weeks. I think he's got it sorted now, though. You really need to have a full list of what mods, exact names, and where you got them. So I know I can export my... Oh, what is it? There's a file that I can export, and oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to get rid of the crew. And I have exported it in one of the comments of, not a comment, on one of the descriptions of one of my videos, but for some reason, it should be the full mod list, but it doesn't work. I think what I'm going to have to do at some point is sit down, figure out where all of my mods come from and which ones work with what. Oh, great. I need to come out of here to do that, don't I? There we go. Let's just raise it up a little bit. And we're gonna... Are the crew in? No. We're gonna launch it again. Do you have specific configs for SSTU labs? No, I do not. I need to actually delete SSTU labs from my save. It's something... the only reason why I have SSTU labs, it's blacklisted as one of the mods that you should not have if you're playing Realism Overhaul on RP1. So the reason why I have it is because back when I put this save together, RO capsules didn't have Orion, and I really wanted a spacecraft that was bigger than Apollo that you could unlock later on in a save, and SSTU had that, and that was the only thing that I was going to use from SSTU. But now SSTU, obviously it doesn't really work very well, so what was I saying? So yeah, no, I need to get rid of it. I do need to get rid of it. So I do know Scott Manley did a video about a while ago in stock. A video about what? Oh, Principia. Principia, yes. No, it is something that I would like to give a go because obviously end-body physics is really cool and it'd be really interesting, and you can do all things like Lagrange points and all kinds of interesting and cool stuff. But for an RO RP1 save, if you want to have it long-term, it's usually not recommended, which is why I think Calvin and N9 are very, very ballsy indeed to have Principia running on their series. I know they're not running Principia on For All Kerbal Kind, though. So, yeah, no, I know they're not running that on there. Right, let's get this up. D4 habitation, set as target, and we're going to, that all looks promising to me. We're going to launch into the plane of the target, 80 meters per second. Yep, that looks good. 160, 160. Boost pitch rate 0.5. Yeah, I think that should be good. I think that should be exactly what we want it to be. So now that we've done that, let's launch this again. Okay, so engage autopilot. Come on. Now, after having watched streamed for another hour and 23 minutes, we're exactly where we were at the start of the stream. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? Great. So it's been a pleasure, guys, but I'm going to go sleep. See you in the next live stream. Thank you very much for coming along, Pat. And yeah, have a good sleep. So what's your TX profile for map mode? It looks wrong. The default is bugged. I will check it momentarily after I've launched. because I don't really want to be checking the map whilst I'm mid-launch. Here we go. So we have ignited those 3 F1A engines, and we are going to be launching, and we are going to be going to space today. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, it would be very, very nice indeed if we could, of course, get up to a nice low Earth orbit. Right, so now that we are on our way, well, yeah, let's check the... Yeah, no, I don't think I have got the right one set at the moment. Yeah, because I can barely see anything. On the actual Kerbal Gets Real save, I have changed it, so I like having HDR tracking. There we go. There we go. See, we can see America. Oh, glorious. We can actually see what we're looking at the map. Brilliant. So let's get rid of that. Let's go back to this, and yeah. Now, I think we should be good to go. Those are all good. Yeah, let's just physical time walk through this. Like I said, I want to get this all built. I want to get this done. Hi, I'm back. Hi, Space Kid. Welcome back. Welcome back. French people also say oui oui, so yes, I mean, but it does mean yes. Oui oui. Yes, indeed. I don't really speak much French. I took French, a little bit of French at school, but I can't remember anything. Absolutely nothing. Like I said before, I've even said before in the stream, I do remember a tiny bit of German. Probably not even enough to get me by if I was to visit Germany, though. And that's another thing I brought up in the stream. Yes, us Brits are really bad at learning other languages. It's just something that we tend not to do. We're not very cultural in that way. So there we go. See, yeah, when you physical time warp, plumes get all horrible and disgusting, and it's much nicer to actually see the plumes in full. So when I do, obviously, real Kerbal Gets Real episodes, well, I don't time warp through all of the launches. I used to, and then, yeah, no, I've done it now so that, well, it's kind of, you get most of the launch, you can see most of the nice, pretty parts of the launch, and then I will just time warp through anything that I'm going to cut out later on in the video. So, let's go to space. Even at 4 times time warp, it does take a really long time to get to orbit in Realism Overhaul. I'm downloading RSS and Realism Overhaul. Well, have you played it before? If not, good luck with it. It's a very steep learning curve, but my god, it's so fun once you get the hang of it. There we go. There goes our fairings. Very, very nice. What do we want to see? And I think this should be fine. It's just going to take a while to launch this thing. Then after this, well, we're going to have the launch of a longsword in real time. Because, well, the only thing people have seen of the longsword was obviously what I did in the last episode. It's very cool space shuttle. Took a very long time to build. Very pleased with how it turned out. Nice. But at least you can basically get to orbit with your eyes closed. I mean, you can. You really can. With MechJeb Ascent Guidance, I just hit a button and just chill. I can go away and make myself a nice, refreshing cup of tea or something like that. I don't really drink tea. It's like I know it's a very British thing, but I'm not keen on hot drinks. I don't know. It's all right. I've not really got a preference for tea or coffee either. Yeah, I'm not big on hot drinks. I like soft drinks, so cans of Coke and Diet Coke, which you're just gonna hear me open now. It's not a beer, I promise. Monday night. Not gonna be drinking on Monday night when I've got lectures tomorrow. I hate MechJeb. Oh no, MechJeb is amazing. Look at that. I've got an 160 by 160 kilometer orbit with doing absolutely nothing. It's great. ASMR time. Was that in relation to me opening up the can of Coke and then I just eventually just start tapping the microphone like that probably sounds really horrible. Why does landing guidance keep coming up? Right, so let's ditch that stage. Bye-bye. Let's turn on all of these solar panels. You know, it'll be quicker if I go to this, go auto, and and find out where those solar panels are. There we go, there we go. Turn all of those on like that. Much easier. Now, what we need to do is we need to figure out it's in a really bad place. Great. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for us to get to that. Hopefully, how many days have we got? We've got 9 days until we actually need to perform our maneuver to go to Mars. So let's probably move it forward maybe like a day and see where that gets us. A day and 1 hour, we'll see what that does. If we raise our apoaps to, once again, about 250,000 meters, I think that should be where we want it to be. Right, so 250,000. Let's have a look. I think we're still going to be quite a way off. Interesting. So this could take a really long time to actually get to. Is that going to be almost 2 days? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is interesting. So yeah, it's going to take us almost 2 days to actually get there, to get to this. Great. There we go, 73 kilometers. Now I need to get rid of that, and I want to get that. I want to, yeah, I can't see a thing. 124 kilometers. Earth is just too bright. There we go. It'd be better if I looked at it from this direction. There we go. That's a lot better. If we get a separation of 0. Well, we had 0 there. So when I first did some tests for this mission, I remember actually smashing 2 things into each other by accident because I got the separation to 0 and they did actually hit, which was rather amusing. There we go. We'll keep it there, and I'm sure if we keep it there, we can come back and kind of do all kinds of edits to it when we come back. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the tracking station. I'm going to add an alarm so that we know when to come back to this. We'll go to the tracking station, do a bit of time warping ahead to this, and then, yeah, we'll come back to it. So it takes the fun out of KSP. I don't think it does. I personally am of the opinion that a lot of the fun of KSP comes from designing. That's what I like to do. Flying, I mean, I could fly these missions if I really wanted to. I would not be as efficient as MechJeb, but I could get them up into orbit. I mean, I did it at the start of my series because you can't use MechJeb ascent guidance at the start. Well, when you first go orbital, really, because of the avionics issues. I can do rendezvous and maneuvers all on my own. I can do docking on my own, but it's just, I've been doing it for so long that it's nice to have a computer program just do it. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream. I played RP1 before, but I got a 500,000 by 500,000 orbit without MechJeb. So, yeah, no, the first time that I played RP1, I didn't use MechJeb at all. I think I know I use MechJeb for doing transfer windows, but apart from that, I did not use it at all. I didn't use it for any maneuvers, any ascents, nothing like that, because, well, it didn't work for my ascents for some reason. And yeah, so I got very good at being able to launch in RO and RP1 without MechJeb, to the point where I was pretty much getting perfectly circular orbits like every time that I launched a vehicle. But yeah, no, it's much nicer to just let MechJeb do it because MechJeb is damn good at doing it. And it saves, yeah, it means if I do ascent guidance, it means I can just go away for like 5-10 minutes whilst I'm waiting for it to get up to orbit, where all of the exciting stuff happens. So let's turn on D3 lander. Let's jump back to the ship now that we've only got 36 minutes until we are going to be performing our maneuver node to actually rendezvous with Demeter. How fun is RP1? RP1 is very fun, but then I like a challenge. I do enjoy a good challenge. RP1 is very repetitive at times without MechJeb. Yes, basically what I was just saying. So, yeah, no, MechJeb, it's great because, yeah, you can kill a lot of the repetitiveness using MechJeb. I know that CH4, the mod as well, one thing that they are and well planning on doing, which will be very, very interesting to see when that comes out, is automated supply missions. So basically what you do is you tick some boxes and it will send some supplies to, say, a space station or something like that. I'm very, very keen to see on how that works. Because let's face it, supply missions aren't the most exciting of missions. So it would be really good if we could just automate them. It'd be really good indeed. So yeah, I'm very keen on seeing how that works. Very, very, very keen on seeing how that works. Right, so let's turn on all of our RCS once again. So let's grab the RCS. I want those lot. Yep, that's good. I want those lot, and I think that will do me for now. And then I want to remove that. That can go all the way up there. We don't want you. Thank you very much. And I think that will do, yeah, that will do us nicely. Although, that's that decoupler that I want. Yep, no, did the wrong thing. Go there, go there. Perfect, brilliant. Sweet. So let's turn on that RCS. Let's point to the node, and then we will actually do the node. We will do the node. Whoa, congrats on 1K. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I think I'm on 1020 now. I think I hit 1020 at some point during the stream. So 1.02K. Yes, very excited. Very excited. Very fun if you can accept 80% being trial and error. Oh, talking about how fun RP1 is. Yes, yes. Rockets aren't manually controlled in real life. Yeah, I know. That's what a lot of people say. But then you could also say, well, you could use something like KOS and kind of input it all yourself. KOS is really cool, although I don't really know how to use it. It'd be something that I'm interested in learning. You are subscribed, Space Things. Well, thank you very much for being subscribed to my channel. Thank you everyone who is subscribed to my channel. But yeah, no, it was very nice today, actually hitting that 1K mark. I spoke about this on the last stream that I did, but that's been deleted. It's been deleted, permanently erased, because for some reason the stream just decided to say no. The stream did commit die. But yeah, I was really excited to actually set up the community tab, because obviously that's something that you get once you hit 1,000 subs. And I went in and I was like, how do I sort it? How do I do it? How do I do it? And yeah, no, it kind of, you have to wait a week after you hit 1K subs before you can do that, which kind of upset me as well. But well, it's not too bad. It's just something cool that I was looking forward to. Obviously, I have the choice to monetize my channel as well now, and I was actually talking about this earlier on the stream because someone asked me. I don't know. I've got a lot of thinking about that if I want to do that, because obviously, well, ads are annoying, and yeah, no, I've not decided whether I want to do that or not yet, because at the moment this really is it's just a hobby. It's fun. It's fun to put together videos and upload them on YouTube, and I never really thought about actually money from the start of doing it. So yeah, but I don't know. I've just realized we're actually pointing at the node. Kind of got off on a tangent there. Right, so now that we are pointing at the node, let's... God, my voice went there a bit. Excuse me. Well, I don't know what happened there. So, D3 lander, let's execute the next node. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it just fine. Hopefully we are actually within some kind of communications range when we execute this next node. I remember looking, you know what I am going to do? What I am going to do is I am going to abort node execution, and I'm going to do this myself, because I think that I could probably do it better than MechJeb. So let's kill rotation and let's fire up the engines. So we've got a burn time of about 20 seconds. Let's cull that. Cull that, kill that. Won't be long, and then we should see our intersect come up. Still need a little bit more. Just burn just a little bit more. There we go. And oh, overburnt just a little bit. Oh, I've lost control. Damn it! Seriously, when? We must have just lost from there. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. God damn it. Okay, okay. That's irritating. It's really irritating, and now I can't control a single thing. If I go prograde, how is that going to change? Nope, that's not good. Our separation is now even worse. I need a communications network up around Earth at all times. At all times. I was so glad when I finally got one up in Kerbal Gets Real, and now I am sorely missing it. I'm really, really missing it at the moment because, oh, it's great. It's great. Never running out of communications. It's glorious, right? So I guess there's nothing really I can do to get that closer. Unless I go retrograde and then burn just a tiny bit and see if that will work. So I am playing KSP now. Cool. I'm playing KSP now as well. Funnily enough. Not, well, no, this is all actually pre-recorded footage. No one would have suspected a thing. No, obviously it's not pre-recorded footage. Wait, what? This isn't the Kerbal Gets Real save? No, this isn't. This is a sandbox save just to test out the Demeter Mission so that I don't have to build it. Oh, great. Yeah, no, this isn't going to go well. This is really not going to go well. I think what I'm going to have to do, I'll turn prograde again, and I will turn 2 of these engines off. So, shut down engine. Shut down engine. There we go. So, yeah, no, it's not Kerbal Gets Real. Like I said, because I want to test out all of the different components for the Demeter mission, make sure that I can assemble them all in low Earth orbit, and then actually do the entire mission in a sandbox save. Once I know that the mission is basically able to be done in sandbox, I know that it should be safe to do it in Kerbal Gets Real. So, yeah, because I don't want to be spending something like it'll probably take about 6 million funds to fund this mission, I reckon. So, yeah, I don't want to be spending that kind of money without having some kind of certainty that this will actually work. So, John Ardang, I gotta go. Maybe I'll be back later. Okay, well, thank you for sticking around for a bit anyway. Yeah, no, I would rather not just throw away all of that money. That would be terrible. That would be really bad. Am I anywhere near any kind of I mean, we'll hit. What's that? Carnarvon? Could hit that relatively soon. Once that comes in, it might be a little bit easier to actually fine-tune our closest approach. There we go. What is our intersect like? 6.5 kilometers. Oh, that's not good. Do a quick burst and another one. Oh, there we go. This goes down a lot slower now. There we go. Much better. 4.1, 2.1. 1.4. I can't see it now. 1.1, 0.9. Oh, there we go. We're going up again. 1.1. I'll stick with that. It's fine. Is this the last module? This is the last module. Then obviously we're going to have to send crew up as well. What would you call a metal ingot made on Mars? Like a Mars bar? Yeah. that took me a while. I was thinking like Martian ore, Mars bar. Oh no, Mars bar. You don't have to be sorry. Right, so let's target relative velocity. We want to go negative so that we can slow ourselves down when we get close. And we're going to be 0.6 kilometers away, which obviously isn't great. But it could be worse. It could be worse. We could be several hundred kilometers away. But no, we have got close enough with our tried and tested rendezvous maneuvers. Dumbest joke, but hey, name the next base Mars bar or something. I mean, when I send a base down to Mars, we very well could do. We very well could do. Totally not a shameless promotion. So yeah, no, I've not got any idea what we're going to be calling a Martian base at the moment. Obviously, I do want to actually set up a Mars base. I don't know how feasible that's going to be, considering the amount of trouble that I had actually setting up Basey McBaseface. That was... yeah. That was interesting. I do Kerbal. This is Kerbal Auto Count. I gotta go. Have a good evening. Well, thank you, Kerbal, for coming along to the stream. And yes, I'll probably see you on the next one. Yeah, thank you for joining. And why are we... oh, we're not looking at the right thing. There we go. There we go. I was a bit like, why is that 50 kilometers away? That's not that's not promising. We should be closer than that. But no, there we go. We are going to come into render range now, and things are probably going to get really laggy, really laggy. Because, of course, the Mars transfer the Mars transfer vehicle is rather big. Pretty big. It is a chunky boy. Very, very large. Well, it's not massive. I mean, there's definitely I've seen bigger. I really don't know what I'm going on there. So yeah, let's 79 seconds. I think I want to start burning maybe at about 20 seconds. Oh no. Let's turn our engines back on. That'd be useful. Let's turn them all on. So we want this one to be turned on, and we want this one to be turned on. There we go. Very cool. And yeah, I guess it's just time warp. Very, very laggy. Stuttery, stutter. Okay, so now that we are about 20 seconds away, let's fire up these AJ-10-190s, I believe they are, and try and slow ourselves down. Actually, what I might do is I might go past a little bit, because obviously we want to be docking in this direction, so if we fly past a little bit, probably make it easier to dock later on. Smart. That's like a 5,000 IQ play, that definitely. There we go. If we start slowing down now. Although it does mean that we are going to go shooting right past, which is going to take us a while longer to actually get to this, but oh well. Oh well. Yeah, this actually doesn't slow down as quickly as I thought it would. Oops. Let's use our RCS to try and slow us down a little bit quicker. Snap, I already need to go. Later, Canassa. Well, thank you, Enraged Mango, for coming along to the stream. And hopefully we get to Mars soon. So we can check out all of those Martian ores that are there, and we can make Mars bars. All right, kill rotation. We're still 750 meters away. Yeah, my rendezvousing with this has been really poor. Right, let's go target. Hello, OSA83. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are currently just about to dock the last module of the Mars Demeter mission together. Hopefully this time we won't have any problems. I say that with a bit of a waver in my voice, a quivering voice, because I am fairly convinced that we will definitely have problems, because there is always problems. Something always goes wrong, and why can't I? Oh, it's because I'm hovered over MechJeb, but now we can move, So let's point towards our target, and let's go quicker. I am impatient. Come on, let's go. Go, move. There we go. Much better. Let's burn. There we go. 0.0 kilometers in 6 minutes. Cool. So what I think I'm going to do is we are going to just go relative velocity plus. Why are we moving all over the place? Come on, what is going on? Strange spacecraft. Strange spacecraft indeed. This is perfect, because this is facing exactly the right way. Because we need to come in somewhere around there, which would be nice. So if I fast forward, yep, of course the spacecraft is going to move, because why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Thank you, KSP. Thank you very much. Thank you for moving the Demeter spacecraft. Right. Hopefully when I get Longsword up and running, Should be a little bit closer. And I think I'm going to cut my time warp when we get to under 200 meters, just because it makes it easier. Then the whole craft won't go zipping about all over the place. It'll be nice to actually control it. Right, so there we go. 200 meters, and we can slow ourselves down. And let's just try and slow ourselves down back. Hey, Carnassa, for later missions, will you make an orbital construction yard? I don't think that's possible within RP1. That'd be cool, though. So kind of like building spacecraft in space. That is something that I kind of really, really want to do for something in the future. But as it stands, what I think I was going to do was I was going to wait for KSP2 to come out before trying something like that, because obviously that is going to be a major, major feature in KSP2. So let's kill our rotation. Let's stop wibbly wobbly wobbling all over the place. And we are going to undock this. And of course, we are going to come back. Come back. There we go. Perfect. Then what I want to do is, I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to control, not this. Cannot control vessels whilst under acceleration, but I'm not under acceleration. Silly game, go home, you be do drunk. Right, so let's point this retrograde. No. Retract. Oh, that was close. I think we might have been okay, but yeah, we could have had bits of smashed solar panel all over the place then. Think of the Kessler syndrome. It would have been terrible. Right, so let's just move this slowly, very slowly, in a retrograde direction. Actually, if I hit Z, we'll actually just keep going in this direction. I don't even need to hold it. Brilliant, amazing, wonderful. Everything is so quiet in space, isn't it? So quiet. Do you think this series will end when KSP2 comes out? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I've said, I would quite like to do a series on KSP2. I don't know if that means this series will end or when this series will end. I know I've still got quite a few plans that I want to do for this series. There's a few. Ideally, I want to be able to visit every single planet, which means we're going to be going way into the 90s because I've not even sent anything off to Pluto yet. And I would like to have stations around Venus and Mars. That'd be something cool to do. And yeah, no, there's still quite a lot that I would like to be doing. Right, so let's set that as target. Okay. I'm going to do a quick save. Just in case. Quick saving, there we go. And now what I want to do is I want that to activate at the same time as those RCS on there. And I think that should do us. RP1 and KSP2, that would be really cool. I'd love to see that be a thing. Absolutely love to see that be a thing. Be interesting to see how the interstellar mechanics work in KSP2 with RP1. Yeah, that'd be very, very interesting. Maybe we could have more of a kind of like what CH4 are trying to do, like a nearer future version of RP1, which would be very cool. Right, so I think I can confidently say that if I hit spacebar, we should be good. Although we are going to do a bit of a wobble. Just time warp ahead. Right. So, now. Okay. Did I activate the wrong RCS? Did I activate the RCS that are inside? I did, didn't I? That was a silly mistake. Oopsie. Oh no, that was not meant to happen, right? So let's activate the RCS that are on the outside. There we go. How do I find CH4? So excuse me. So there is a link to the CH4 mod over on my Discord. I know Scorpio and It's Just Lucy, they were both in here earlier on when my voice is really going funny. They were both in here earlier on. I don't know if they left links, although that was the last stream actually. That was definitely the last stream, so yeah, no, that won't be in here anymore. So, or you can alternatively go onto GitHub, you can search CH4, It's Just Lucy, and it should come up, but it is quite difficult to find. It is a difficult mod to find, but it's a great mod, absolutely fantastic mod. But I'm fairly sure there is a link to it on my Discord if you can't find it. Right, so let's go for docking autopilot again. Hopefully this is the last time we need to do this. Autopilot enabled, 0.4 meters per second. Let's force roll, moving towards the station at, yes. Okay, hopefully, now that this is done, you need to control the vessel from a docking port. I thought I had controlled the vessel from a docking port. There we go. There we go. This, just don't go fast. No, don't go faster than 0.4 meters per second. I have set it as 0.4 meters per second for a reason. Because I don't want you to go flying past it. It's a speed limit, come on. But I think we're good. Yeah, no, this is good. This will be able to dock just fine. So obviously having that other stage on it caused all kinds of issues. KSP2 is going to have nuke for engines. Yes, they've got the Orion engine and they've also got the Daedalus engine in, I believe. I think I might be wrong though. So I know, well, obviously KSP already has nuclear engines in. So we've got Nervas. Nervas are in KSP2. Well, Nervas are in KSP1. But things like Orion and Daedalus, which are, can't remember the name for them. I know Orion. Basically, drop a nuke behind you, hit it with a blast plate, and it's a very efficient, high thrust way of getting around. So yeah, no, they're going to be in KSP2. So the end goal is to send Kerbals to Jupiter just so they can burn up in the atmosphere. Very Kerbal. Yes. I mean, a space station around Jupiter would be quite cool to do. And actually, judging from what It's Just Lucy did say earlier on, I've always said that it's going to be very difficult doing that with Kerbalism involved. But yeah, from what they said earlier on, actually, well, there might be hope for that yet. It would be very cool to start sending people over towards Jupiter. Another place that I would quite like to send people to is obviously things like Ceres and Vesta, because I think it would be possible to get a manned mission over there. It might be really difficult though, because obviously you need a lot of Delta V to get to Ceres and Vesta to actually slow down. But then even getting to Jupiter, you need a load of Delta V. Do I have a big iron engine? Well, in the game, there is one big iron engine, I think, in Realism Overhaul. I can't remember what it's called, though, but I don't think I ever want to use iron engines, because even when you get really big ones, their thrust-to-weight ratio is just abysmal, and the burn times. I mean, the ISP, the specific impulse, is fantastic. Over 9,000, I think. But the burn times is just too much. It's too much. I know Ray Space did a series where he was trying to colonize Mars and send loads of different things over to Mars, and he built like a colony ship that used iron engines to get to Mars. And he was burning for like 2-3 days at a time. He did have a mod that meant that you could burn through time warp, but still, I think he gave up that series after about 40-ish episodes, and he just said, I think it was something like, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with these burn times anymore. They just take way too long. And yeah, no, iron engines are just, yeah, I don't really want to use them. I really don't want to use them. Just, it's slow. Vegeta, you know the power level is 9,000, over 9,000. I know the reference from that. That's Dragon Ball Z, isn't it? I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. So I know, like, it's over 9,000, obviously being an internet meme for quite a while. But, yeah, no, I've never, ever watched Dragon Ball Z. I've not watched much anime, to be honest. Does Dragon Ball Z count as anime? If it does, well, I've never seen it anyway. I've seen Pokemon, if that counts as anime, and I've seen Attack on Titan season 1. That's it. That's about it. I was never into anime. Here we go. This is much easier to dog. This is going to be beautiful. Do you think the KSP modding community will build Realism Overhaul and RSS for KSP2 and maybe RP1? I really hope that does happen. I really hope that does happen, because I would quite like to play Realism Overhaul in KSP2 and Real Solar System, because I think it would look absolutely glorious. Although I'm not sure if it'll happen. We need to see how the modding community works within KSP2. I hope it's as active as the modding community in KSP1, because that would be brilliant if it was, but I guess that's just something that we'll have to see when the game comes out. You should add timestamps in the hotbar of your videos, so when you hover over it, it shows you what mission it is. Not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but it's a fairly new feature on YouTube. So hello Riley Blackford, welcome to the stream. I have seen those on YouTube, and going into YouTube Studio, I have tried to do that, and I've got no idea how you can actually do that. So I think what I need to do is probably do a good old YouTube video and try and find out, like, search on YouTube, how do I put timestamps on my videos? Probably because the devs said they wanted to make KSP2 very easy to mod. I know, but there's been a lot of weird issues with KSP2, and I'll believe it when I see it. So that's all right, just a tip. Okay, yeah, no, it's something that I would like to do, and I think that's a really cool idea. So there was something else that I just saw on chat. You just write timestamps in the description. Oh, really? I'll have to check that out. How did you download RP1 and KSP? I mean, KSP, I downloaded KSP by buying it on Steam and then hitting install. And RP1, I've got a video for that. I've got a video for that. Oh, it's not like I can do. And I'm going to link a card now, because I can't link a card, because that's what I do when I upload actual videos. Come on. Why is this? How are you not docked? Honestly. Hello? Oh, I think that might be it docked. There we go. There we go. We have a Mars transfer vehicle in all of its glory. Everything has been built up, and now all we need to do is send a crew to this thing, and then we are going to go to Mars. So, now that that's done, I think, yeah, let's go back to the Space Center, where we will grab ourselves a longsword, and we can see a flight of a longsword. I think that's what I want to do now, isn't it? I'm fairly sure it is. So yeah, let's go to the Space Center and we'll launch a longsword. I'm not sure current KSP1 modders will want to abandon and move on to KSP. I'm assuming you meant KSP2. So it all depends, really. It depends. I reckon it will depend on a lot of how much interest in KSP2 there is, and if interest in KSP1 dies out. I don't know. I would love, like I've said, I would love to see Realism Overhaul in KSP2. Absolutely love it. But I guess we'll see when it comes out. Cool, right. So let's go into the vehicle assembly building, where we will find, I do not know what this kind of voice is that I'm doing now. So it was kind of, it's like, I don't know if anyone watches Critical Role, the D&D podcast with Matt Mercer. It was the old Dragonborn character. He speaks a little bit like this and kind of does all kind of weird and posh voices or something like that. Oh, you can tell it's getting late at the, well, later in the evening over here because the weird voices are going to be coming out now. I did say that I was going to do an episode in Scottish somewhere. I think it was on Discord. I said, yeah, I'll have to do an entire Kerbal Gets Real episode in Scottish. I'm not sure if I could hold a Scottish accent for a long time. It'd be very interesting. I don't even think I can do a Scottish accent at all. Just like kind of say things like, "Ach nee, what is going on, wee laddie?" Or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely getting late. Oh god, sorry, that was a bit of a blow on the mic. Right, so I think I ported across Longsword Excalibur, so it should be somewhere in here. Yes. Please be the entire thing. Please be the entire thing with the external tank and everything. Please, 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 please. I really hope it is. It should be. It should be. That's looking promising. Yes, it is. There we go. We have Longsword Excalibur. So what I can do is I can open this up. We can remove this because we don't need this. Bye-bye, satellite. We can close this. And as far as I'm aware, this is exactly how it should look. So let's just check my staging and make sure that everything is cool. So the two J2T engines fire up, then the RSRMs go when we release the clamps. Then those two go, then... Yes. Wait, no, yes, yeah, that goes there. Then, yeah, no, that is the longsword. Cool, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a crew of 3 on board here. And we're going to launch this thing. Yeah, we're going to launch this thing. We're going to go visit the Mars transfer vehicle, and we're going to go over to Mars, and we're going to, well, hopefully go over to Mars. Cool, so let's launch this. And actually, I'm just going to go for a quick break for a minute, so I will be right back. Hello everyone, and I am back, and we're going to be launching Longsword. Space things to be made, a video which I followed about RP1 using CCAN in 1.8.1. Oh, you're talking about installing KSP. Okay, cool. It's smaller than other Mars vehicles that I've seen. Did you ever find out what docking port that docking port docks to? No, I haven't yet. I do need to go into Crash and figure that out though, because I do want this to be able to dock to the Nest community station once that gets set up. So that is definitely something that I'm going to have to do. I have to figure out, and it will take a little bit of testing with Crash to actually do that. So I want that. Yeah, that looks good. The booster pitch needs to be 50 meters per second because this thing goes. This thing really goes. It's got a thrust to weight ratio of something like 1.8 off the pad. Is ridiculous. So force roll, climb 90, turn 90. I think I want force roll. I think I want that like that. Drop solids early, 0.1 seconds. Yes, yes, yes. That's looking like it should. And then we are going to launch into the plane of the target. That would be an important thing to do because if we didn't do that, that would be bad. Oh, you know what? Actually, we've got 7 days and 12 hours. So let's just sit on the launch pad for a bit. I think what I want to do is launch this maybe 2 days before, maybe 3 days. Let's go, yeah, let's go 3 days. 3 days will do. 3 days will do. Yes. Okay, right. So we are going to launch into the plane of the target in 5 minutes. Oh, wow. That was well timed. That was completely fluky. Cool. So there we go. Now that we've got that, we can turn off that. We can get rid of that. We don't need that at the moment. Got a little bit of alarm clock. And we're going to engage autopilot for the first ever live launch of a longsword. And this is great because we can just let MechJeb ascent guidance do absolutely everything for us. I do love good old MechJeb. Oh, MechJeb and me have a very, very close relationship. And here we go. And there it goes, the longsword has lifted off from the launch pad, and you can see we are already going nearly 50 meters per second. This thing does go, it goes, it really does go. I'm not sure if you could gather that from, well, the launch of this in, in the last episode, but yeah, no, it has a lot of oomph behind it, and we actually get the air effects coming up because it goes so quick. But not that that really matters, and I don't think we are going to attempt to land this longsword in this episode because, well, in this live stream, what we're going to be doing is we are just going to be sending the longsword up to that giant ship that is going to go to Mars, and then we are going to... What are we going to do after that? What are we going to do after that? Oh yeah, we're going to be going to Mars! Yes! Rip Qui-Gon. Hang on, why rip Qui-Gon? I mean... Like Qui-Gon Jinn? If you don't find the port, you could always replace the area that the satellite was in and put an Apollo port or something. That would actually be quite smart. I'm on the 3rd launch of the Longsword. Yes. Oh yes, because you are Oliver Arrowwood, aren't you? You just came back from the surface of the moon, I think, in actual Kerbal Gets Real. I think you were on the surface of the moon. I'm fairly sure it was you, it was Alex Flyer, and I can't remember the last person. I'm very bad at names. I'm very bad at remembering names. There we go. We're going to have those RSRMs detach very shortly. Oh, usually I like to set this to 180 kilometers. This could be interesting. This could be very interesting. It looks like we might not even... So when I used this in the Kerbal Gets Real episode, I had to use the two AJ-10 190s on the end to actually circularize. Well, get into our final orbit. We dumped this external fuel tank before we actually made our final orbit, so judging from the numbers over on MechJeb, it looks like we might not need to do that, so we could do this with all of the hydrologs, which would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. That is beautiful, brings a tear to my eye. I really do love the look of this shuttle. I think, yeah. It's a gorgeous space shuttle. There we go, there goes the RSRMs. Bye-bye. Also, it took a really long time to actually place all of the separation motors on that so that they didn't go smashing into the wings of this space shuttle. That took, it took a lot of testing to actually get that right. So yeah, space shuttles, it takes a lot of testing to get it right. Obviously, the angle of these J2T engines, oh god, so many tests to get that right. Moving this external tank up and down to try and find where like the center of mass would be burning through and we wouldn't cause this to flip all over the place. And then the re-entry test didn't actually take that long. The re-entry tests I got down fairly quickly. Basically, I just looked at the FAR atmospheric analysis, and as soon as everything went green, well, we were good to go. But when I do bring this down, what I do like to do is I like to dump any remaining MMH and NCO from there, and I like to have about, I think this one, have about 400 left in each, and then that way when it comes down, it flies perfectly. It's so good at flying this thing. It really, yeah, it's beautiful to fly this, and oh, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because it looks very nice. It looks very nice. But yeah, actually getting all of the shots for the episode as well, obviously that took quite a long time because I did all kinds of cool cinematic shots and all kinds of different things. It was, I'm so glad I've actually managed to build a shuttle, and there are plans to build other shuttles. I do want one with an actual Mark II cockpit at the front, because then you can get all of the raster prop monitor up in the front of that, and you can look at it in IVA and it will all look really cool. And yeah, no, it's really cool. So I do want to make a slight different design. I'm not sure if I'll go about building an entire new space shuttle or if I will just edit this slightly. I'll have to see. But this thing is capable of lifting 4 Kerbals up to low Earth orbit, and it has about 2,000 meters per second of delta V with those AJ-10 190 engines once it actually gets to low Earth orbit. So it is absolutely great for doing all kinds of LEO operations. I mean, it's almost got enough delta V to get to the moon. Need about 1,000-ish more. We are spinning a little bit. That's not normal. That shouldn't be happening. Okay. That's a little bit worrying. That didn't happen when I look. Okay, what's going on? Why are we wobbling? Why are we wobbling? Do you need an upgrade to the VAB to recover vessels to the VAB? I'm not actually sure. So I know that you can't do it at the beginning of the game. I think it might be a technology requirement. So I think there might be a specific research node that you need to research to actually not revert to the VAB, to recover to the VAB. I'm not too keen on this wobble at the moment. I'm really not keen on that. When I launched this in the Kerbal Gets Real series, this doesn't do this. I'm wondering if I've got it because my Apple apps and Peri apps are set to 160 rather than 180. Little bit concerned. Little bit concerned, but hopefully it's nothing too much, just a slight wobble whilst we get up into space. Because yeah, no, this doesn't do this. This shouldn't be doing this. Because if you look down here, our roll is trying to correct itself every time. Oh snap, just seen Jesus Rodriguez Valencia release his updated visual mod. About to check this out, looks gorgeous. So I actually had Felix Yu message me on Discord over the course of this stream telling me to go check out that video and download the mod that he's released, and I think I am going to be looking at that once I finish this live stream because it does look very good. And yeah, I thought his stuff was for 1.10 though. I thought he did all of his stuff for 1.10. I might have to look into it and see, because it does look very good. It does look very, very beautiful. But yeah, we barely push any Gs on this. What have we? Oh, we've done 4. I'm assuming that's when the RSRMs were at their peak thrust, and these were at their peak thrust. 4 Gs isn't too bad. I probably could set it because we could turn down these J2Ts. They are throttleable, so we could probably get it down to about 3.5. But yeah, when I actually re-enter with this, it only pulls about 1.8 G, the flight profile that I've taken both times that I brought one of these back down to Earth. So that's not too bad. That's barely noticeable, 1.8 G. It is 1.8 G for a really long time, so it's probably a little bit noticeable for the astronauts on board. So who do we have on board here? So this was actually kind of like a kind of random, I just found, well, I know Oliver Alwood and Ziggy Garcia, both of those did request to be on the first Mars mission, which is why they are here now. And then I just picked Sono Hero, which is obviously so not the hero type, because I don't know, he was just the first name that popped into my head, and he's great for pretty much running the Discord, setting up the Discord and doing everything. He can ban me from that Discord if he wants. He's the owner of the Discord, so if he really thought I was doing something bad on the Discord, he could actually ban me. It should be really funny. Blocked from my own Discord. That would be a bit of a nightmare. But oh, we're nearly at orbit now, and we've actually kind of stopped the roll, which is nice. I wonder why that was happening. Very, very, very peculiar, and we are going to need to use... I don't know, no, we're not. We're not going to need to use our AJ-10-190s to finish our orbit, because any second now, we will have got our orbit. There we go. We have achieved orbit with Longsword Excalibur, and let's just dump the external fuel tank, and we are going to hit prograde. Where's Smart ASS gone? Why do I always lose it? It's wait, what? Wait. Okay, interesting. Oh, I want to disengage these. Shut down this engine, and then these will probably fire? No, we're just trying to complete our orbit with RCS. Okay, let's disengage autopilot. We don't need to do anything more now. So let's open up these so we can get our solar panels out. Extend those. And let's have a look and see where we are in relation to the... Oh, that is perfect. That couldn't have been any better. We'll get there very, very, very shortly. Oh, that's amazing. That is actually amazing. Right, so that'll probably only take, what, like 1 or 2 orbits to probably match up with that, maybe? Maybe a few more than that. 250, so we want this to be, I think we want this to be bang on 250. There we go, something like that, something like that. Yeah, it is 1.10.1, but backwards compatible maybe. I'll see in a minute. I had a 1.8.1, but I had issues with it because of the KSP ground texture update that was incorporated with RSS. Okay, cool. So yeah, no, I'll have to check that out because obviously I am on 1.8.1 with RO and RSS and all of that because they are only configured to 1.8.1 unless you are Serial Black and have managed to get it working for, for 1.10, which is very cool. Right, so let's do a couple of skipped orbits. Oh, it's going to take 3, isn't it? So about there, maybe. 209 kilometers, that's a little bit far away. It's going to 5 hours. 5 hours. We're almost like the Soyuz. We're almost speed running to meet up with this. And I can't really see what's going on. So 2.6. There we go. There we go. And if I turn it off, cool. Right, so now we just have to wait 5 hours. And then we're going to perform ourselves a little bit of a maneuver to get ourselves in line with that Mars transfer ship. So hopefully the CO2 isn't rising. So when I had 4 astronauts in here, the scrubber that we have on board wasn't quite capable of actually providing scrubbing for 4 astronauts. Sorry about the radio chatter going all a bit all over the place. Obviously, we are coming in and out of comms frequencies, so comms range, comms, yeah, communications. So we are going to have a little bit of crazy stuff going on. Right, and I think once we get to about 10 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to cancel that. We're going to point our nose at the node, and then we're going to attempt to burn this 27 meters per second. Is this in 1.8.1? I don't know if you said it or not already. Yes, this is in 1.8.1. That is the most up-to-date version of KSP that can run Realism Overhaul, RSS, RO, and the plethora of mods that I do have with this save. I've got a stupidly long mod list for this save. And I do need to go through it, and I do need to actually kind of like upload the correct version of it somewhere, as someone has already asked on this stream already. It'd be good if I could do that, so then people would actually kind of know what I've got going on. So I wonder if I could send a space shuttle to the moon. That'd be really interesting. I think someone was talking about it earlier on. I know that they're potentially going to be doing that in For All Mankind Season 2 or something like that. I think there was a trailer which showed a shuttle on its way to the moon. That'd be very difficult, because, well, what you'd have to do is you couldn't do a direct Earth descent coming from a lunar altitude, because you just wouldn't be able to build a space plane that would be able to withstand that. So you'd have to actually probably make a couple of aerobrake passes in Earth's atmosphere to bring your apogee down enough so that you can actually really slow down and then come in at a safe kind of velocity once you want to finally descend. And then obviously it's what, 3,150 meters per second of delta V to get to the moon, 800 to circularize in low lunar orbit, then you're going to need another 800 to get back to Earth. So that's like 4,800 meters per second that you need just when you're in low Earth orbit. And then you could add potentially another 3,150 on that to actually bring yourself down to a low Earth orbit after you've been to the moon. And I think that would probably be the safest way of doing that. But actually, that would add, what, that would be like 7,800 meters per second of delta V. That would be quite something to actually get on a shuttle. Interesting. So, making an upgraded version of Longsword and call it a longer sword. Brilliant. Do you have Chatter installed? I thought it was untested in 1.8.1. I do have Chatter installed. Who likes Star Wars? I like Star Wars. I'm keen on Star Wars. So, okay, so I found the CH4 mod. However, like 50% of the engines have broken configs. Do you know which version you are using or if you're experiencing the same issue? I don't know what version I'm using. I think I'm using the master version from the GitHub. I've not been aware of any broken configs. I know a lot of them don't have test-like configs. I know, yeah, a lot of them don't have test-like configs, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I know there's supposedly going to be a few updates coming out soon. A longer scored Excalibur. Yes. Yes, that would be amazing. But yeah, no, getting a shuttle to the moon would be really difficult. Really difficult. It'd definitely be a challenge. One thing that I do want to do once Community Station or the Nest is all set up is to have a reusable lunar transport shuttle. So basically what I do is I send a longsword up to Community Station, dock with Community Station. The astronauts then get in the lunar shuttle, and it is like the reusable lunar lander where we can go from the, well, it can be completely reusable to go from low Earth orbit to low lunar orbit to back, and then rendezvous with the station. I don't know how difficult that is actually going to be to achieve something like that. I mean, like I've said, it's going to take about, what, 7,800 meters per second of delta V, so that is a lot of delta V to fit in something that is going to be reusable. That is one thing that I do want to plan on trying to make a design for at some point soon, see if it's possible. Are we going to Mars to make Mars bars? Yes, we are going to be going to Mars to make Mars bars. We are finally sending the crew over to the Mars transfer vehicle. So as soon as this is done, well, we've got 3 days and 8 hours until we need to go. So, right, I think I need to start this burn at 15 seconds. Don't really know what's going on here. Don't know why we're kind of wobbling all over the place, but yeah, no, 3 days, 3 days and 8 hours before we need to start our burn towards Mars. Gonna be cool. Very curious to see if this works. Are there any other games you like on consoles or PC? So obviously I like Minecraft. I started a Minecraft series, which the first episode got released on Saturday. I love RimWorld. That's one of my all-time favorite games. I used to play a lot of Overwatch on console, but I've not played that for a while. I like strategy games. I like a lot. I definitely consider myself a gamer. There's a lot of things that I like. So yeah, I played Hearts of Iron 4 quite a bit not that long ago, and let's do the burn now. And let's kill rotation as well. What else do I like? Kind of, yeah, strategy games are probably my favorites, I reckon. So all of the Total Wars, I love the Total War games. Love Total War games. But no, I am trying to start a series on Minecraft, and the first one got released on Saturday, and I think it was called Interior Designer's Worst Nightmare, because I'm playing with my wife, and yeah, she kind of really ruined the inside of our house. I have no idea what she was doing. She was kind of being a little bit crazy. Right, so we're 3.7 kilometers away already. Let's just try and see if we can get any closer. 0.9, 0.8. I think that's gonna be about as close as we get. Yeah. 0.8. That's not too bad. That's really not too bad. And how long is that going to be? That's going to be in 43 minutes. Cool, 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 cool. Stellaris. I've never really played Stellaris. I've got it on Steam, I think, but I've never really played it. I don't have any of the mods for it or anything. I like Civilization. I've got Civ 6. Civ 6 is all right, but I much preferred Civ 5, although Civ 6 is kind of okay. But yeah, no, it's been a while since I've played any of the Civ games, but I do enjoy them. I do definitely enjoy them. And in 5 minutes, we're going to be 0.8 kilometers away. So let's actually go relative velocity, and hopefully this shuttle can turn around quickly, because we need to slow down. Yeah, no, I've been playing Civ since Civ 2? I think Civ 2 was the first Civilization game that I played. Humanity First. Not heard of that. Or is that something in Stellaris? I know, I have played a little bit of Stellaris. Isn't there, like, some great worm that everyone worships? I remember doing that quest line in Stellaris. Like, All Hail the Worm or something. I think. I can't remember. But you're shocked? Shocked at what? It didn't load the Purge the Xeno. I'm thoroughly confused about what's going on in chat at the moment. What's happening? You're still streaming? I am still streaming, yes, because I want to get a crew on, and I want to go to Mars. I want to go to Mars. We're going to get to Mars. To be honest, as soon as I get the crew on, the actual transfer over to Mars isn't going to take a very long time at all. Like, really not long at all. As long as we don't get hit by like 1,000,000 solar storms, that'd be nice. I get hit by so many solar storms for some reason. I really don't know why. Like, when I take lunar shuttles to and back from the moon, they get hit by like 2 solar storms there and back. It's really annoying. I'm fairly sure that my RO Kerbalism thing is kind of bugged. Yes, the worm. Yeah, I remember doing that. I remember doing the kind of the quest line along that. And doesn't it change your race or something? It can change, like completely change your race of people to something different if you follow it through to completion. Because God has turned his back on you. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. Hopefully the egg hasn't turned its back on me either. Right, so I think what we're gonna do, there we go, we're still 3.5 kilometers away. We're gonna be 0.8 kilometers in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Now, what I need to do is, obviously, this shuttle is not going to be able to dock to this craft, so we are going to have to get our astronauts out on EVA and transfer them across that way, but that shouldn't be too difficult. I've got loads of nitrogen in here, so they should be able to do that, but I do need to get close to the craft. Send a crew to Pluto, and then you can move on to KSP2. Sending a crew to Pluto. How many years of life support are you going to need for that? I thought you'd have loved Stellaris. Well, I don't know, I just never really got into it. I love Paradox games, so I've got EU3, EU4, CK3, CK2, Hearts of Iron 4. There's not that many that I've not played. I've not played Imperator Rome. Also, speaking of Paradox, I also really like City Skylines. It's a great game. And yeah, no, I kind of never got into Stellaris. I think when I played it, it was just after it got released, and generally Paradox games, when they first get released, aren't that great. It takes a while for them to get in and have a few patches in and a few more DLCs. Paradox are bad for DLCs, but at least when they do release DLCs, they do add meaningful stuff to the game, usually. I think, this is going to be really slow now, isn't it? It's going to be really painfully slow. But yeah, no, they usually do add meaningful DLCs, but yeah, no, talking of Paradox games, there is a CK3 mod that I don't know that, yeah, no, there's I might have a province in a CK3 mod named after my channel, which would be very, very cool. Very cool. Didn't say they had to be alive. Yes, let's send a crew. Let's send a crew over to Pluto. And I mean, if they get there alive, that's going to be a bonus. A bonus. Don't have to get there alive, but you know. Right. So I don't know when I want to start my burn to slow this down. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a really long time, and I don't know if this is going to lag out the stream a bit, because obviously I've got a lot of very big spacecraft all in close proximity to each other. So I'm only getting 8 frames per second on my screen at the moment. And obviously that's probably not going to be very good for the actual stream. So let's just do a bit of a camera move and see how much of a delay there is and see if there's any lag. Oh no, there doesn't seem to be any choppy frames, which is great. So now that we're 31 seconds away from our closest approach, I think I'm going to fire up those AJ-10 190s, and we're going to attempt to slow ourselves down. Ah, my favorite dwarf planet, Pluto. The skeleton crew to Pluto. So yeah, I've never actually been to Pluto in Realism Overhaul. I've never sent a mission there, because obviously it's very inclined. Got a wild old inclination, and it's just very, very far away. It takes a very long time to get there, unless you do all kinds of gravity assists at Saturn and Jupiter and all stuff like that. I do kind of want to do the Voyager flight profile. Obviously, that doesn't go past Pluto, though. But yeah, no, I do need to get to Pluto. I should probably design a mission to Pluto at some point soon. See if I can find a good way of working out gravity assists. I'm sure there are things out there that can help you with gravity assists. Right, so yeah, let's point towards the target. We seem to have slowed down just about as much as we possibly are going to. So now let's point towards the target and get this crew over to the Mars mission. So just seeing on the Discord, someone says, hello, fellow con astronauts. That's actually, I like it. I like it. I like it. Cool. So, what to talk about whilst we're waiting an incredibly long time for this space shuttle to turn around? Because we're going to have to wait a while. I don't want to do a physical time warp because, well, it's going to mean that thing jutters all over the place. So yeah, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. What to say? What to say? It's looking very nice this time of year in space. Doesn't Principia help with gravity assists? It does. It can do. So I think it's Reach did a video. I think it's Reach did a video where he went to every single planet in the solar system using Principia with something like 3,000 meters per second of delta V. I don't have Principia though. And in order to kind of do those kind of mad gravity assists like that, well, you need to have quite a good knowledge of Principia. And me, having never used Principia whatsoever, I don't think I'd be quite good at doing anything like that. Definitely not, no. But yeah, Principia is, I've talked about it a fair bit on the stream already. Principia is definitely something that I would quite like to get into and quite like to learn. I just don't know when. I mean, I'd have to create an entirely new save, an entirely new instance of KSP to run it, because I couldn't add it to my current save because that would balk everything up probably pretty badly. Do I like SSTOs? I've never created an I have never created an SSTO in, oh, hello son, in stock or realism overhaul. Well, in realism overhaul, they are ludicrously hard to build. I think you can do something like a Skylon, which might be possible, but yeah, no, they're really difficult. I know Cosmonaut Crash has built one, but that was from obviously his earlier version of the game, and the way that he did it, I did ask him about it, and he says that it is highly unlikely that it will work in actual newer versions of RP1. But, you know, I like the idea, and I've seen some very cool designs on stock. I've never ever built one. I've never made one in stock. I tried doing one in stock just before I did my realism overhaul install tutorial, because obviously I had a clean, fresh stock version of the game, and I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll see if I can make myself an SSTO, see what it's like. And yeah, no, it didn't. I wasn't very good at it. So I kind of gave up very quickly. Something I'd be interested in trying though. I probably need to go along to a Matt Lown video, see how he does it, try and kind of reverse engineer, and you know, all of that. So we're going to be 0.2 kilometers in 85 seconds. We are going quite quickly. I didn't mean to really burn that much. Oh dear, let's try and flip ourselves around. I think if we're 200 meters away, that's probably close enough to actually get our astronauts out and then, you know, just float them over. I think it should be. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. But once again, we're going to have to wait. He does SSTOs over the top. Although, at the moment, he's not really doing SSTOs, though, is he? He's doing his Lython Life series. I think he's done... I mean, I remember when he started that like 6 months ago. I'm very sure he started that series before I started my channel. And then he had a long break of not doing anything with Lathe, and then, yeah, no, he's suddenly come back to doing it. But... oh, I could try. Yeah, I was trying to explain to my wife how Matt Lown kind of presents his Kerbal videos the other day, and I was trying to do a Matt Lown accent. Well, not even an accent, because I can't. I imagine that me and Matt Lown don't, well, probably our accents are quite close considering we are both English. But I was trying to do like his mannerisms, and it was kind of fun trying to emulate it. I've done this. I've tried doing Scott Manley before. Will you keep the shuttle in orbit and wait for the crew to return? No. The shuttle is going to go because the actual Mars vehicle does have it's got a Apollo capsule on it. It's got an Apollo capsule on it so that we can use that to get home. Right, so come on, let's turn quicker. Let's turn quicker. Please, please, please. Come on, come on. We're almost within 200 meters now, and this is just getting painfully slow. I know, MechJeb, you want to conserve all of the RCS fuel, but look, we've got 1,907 meters per second of Delta V, so we do not need to conserve all of that fuel. We definitely don't. And also, I would really rather not go smashing into any of those solar panels, although I do not think that we're going to be anywhere near that close, so we should be fine. Come on. And I think I'm going to start up the engines now. And maybe slow ourselves down a bit. Yeah, we're getting further away. We're getting further away. We're losing them. We're losing them. Come on. Oh, my rendezvous today they've not been particularly great. Oh, come on. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in you, Longsword. So this thing is painfully slow to move, though. Needs more RCS. Doesn't need more boosters. Needs more RCS. And let's burn. And let's stop, and let's burn, and then let's stop. Do you ever plan on doing a space plane tutorial anytime soon? Probably not. I am not very good at planes or space planes, either of them. I am honestly amazed that I managed to build a space shuttle. I didn't do planes at the start of my series because I'm just not good. I'm really, really, really not good with planes. Like, I am amazed that I managed to get this thing to work. Like, honestly amazed. You and a bunch of other KSP YouTubers should all have a KSP2 series together, stuff like make allies, build colonies, retaliate against others. So that's kind of like what collaborative warfare was with Beardy, Tape, and a few others back in the day, wasn't it? I think. I've never actually watched the series. Well, I say I've never watched the series. I actually started watching episode 1 today before starting the stream. But yeah, I've already said on, I think it was the last stream, the one that kind of died, I would be more than happy to do some collaborations with other KSP YouTubers. And I've had a few people ask me already if I want to do something with them. I think there is one person that has asked maybe to do an RSS RO style Blunderbirds kind of thing where they get someone stranded and I have to build a craft to go and rescue them. So that might be interesting. That might be interesting. Yeah, I love the idea of a collab. Absolutely love the idea of a collab. So it's definitely something that I'd be interested in doing. Right, so now that we've basically kind of got to 0 meters per second again, let's point towards the target. Let's try and get a bit closer. Yeah, but now there is good multiplayer and many more planets. That is true. That is true. Because, yeah, KSP2 has built-in multiplayer. I always forget about that. But yeah, no, that would be very, very interesting. Very interesting to see what the multiplayer is like in KSP2. Maybe it might make realism overhaul multiplayer something very viable. But yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. If any KSP YouTubers are out there right now and are looking at this stream, I'd be more than happy to do any kind of collaboration. So, Matt Loud, get at me. He only does stock though. Only does stock. I watched one of his videos where he went on his Discord and tried to get his Discord to give him a video topic to do, and he said something like, after I say 3, 2, 1, the first comment that is below this comment will be what I do a video on. And the first one was RO, so someone said realism overhaul, and that was the one that won, and he just casually deleted the comment. And like everyone in the comments was like, what's RO? What's RO? Why don't you want to do RO? And he's like, realism overhaul, I just don't want to do it. So yeah, he doesn't want to do that. The main thing I want from KSP2 is the Orion drive. Yes, that would be very, very cool. Interstellar stuff. It'd be cool to have large space race competitions between nations like US, Russia, and China. That would be awesome. I think we could definitely see something like that happening with KSP2 with multiplayer. No one even really knows how the multiplayer is going to work at the moment. So, new series with Matt. You teach him RO and he teaches you stock. So yeah, that could be quite fun. I'd just tell him like, Matt, I don't know how to build an SSTO. I do not know how to build an SSTO. I've never been to Duel. I've never ever been to Duel. I've not been to Moho or Pole. No, not Pole. Elu. I've never been to Elu. Help me out. Help me out. And I will get you a manned landing on Venus. Or something like that. I think a manned landing on Venus would be very, very, very impressive with the current version of Realism Overhaul. I know Makolo did it back a long time ago, but that was a long time ago and things were very, very different then. I think right now it would be incredibly hard to do. Why are we just kind of like not going to where we want to be? Come on. Come on. I just want to burn towards the target, please. This is kind of really hard to control this shuttle. Needs more RCS. Needs more RCS. Right, so I think what I want to do is I want to turn this off and I want to control this myself. If I kill rotation, we can do this. I've spent so long just kind of like chatting nonsense trying to get this shuttle over to the... There we go. This is a bit better. This is a bit better. Now that I've controlled it myself, I think we're in the money. We are in the money. Let's just fire up the engines and maybe go about 1 meter per second. There we go. 0.1 kilometers in 6 minutes. So our RCS to push us back is a lot more powerful than our RCS to push us forwards because we've got an RCS port there, and there. So there's 6. So that's actually providing quite a lot of thrust. Whereas RCS going back, we only have this one here. So yes, I've gone to Juno once unmanned. I have done 1 manned mission to Juno and that's it. I can't remember what else I've done. Yeah, no, I really haven't done that much in stock. One thing I want is better IVAs when the Kerbal Nauts can actually move around inside and do operations like exercise and biomedical research. That would be pretty cool. I know, obviously, with mods, IVAs are a lot better. So if I go, well, the IVA on this is going to be mucked up because for some reason, until you go EVA in RO, all your Kerbals are too big for the inside of the cockpit. But that's why I want a Mark II cockpit instead of just this crew cabin, because you can get all of the raster prop monitor monitors up and it will look very, very cool. What are the specs of my computer? Hello, Lucarg. The specs of my computer. Oh, I have a NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super. I had to think about that for a minute. Yeah, NVIDIA RTX 2070 Super. I have 16 gigabytes of DDR4, 2133 megahertz RAM, and I have an Intel i5 600K CPU. And I want a better computer to run Realism Overhaul, because even though this computer is pretty good and I can run Minecraft with absolutely glorious shaders, I can't run Realism Overhaul and stream at the same time for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because my CPU is dying. So, true, and float around the habitation modules. That would be cool. Exactly, to make you feel like you're the Kerbal. So yeah, you can obviously get mods that give you... So like Holcam VDS gives you the option of seeing through a Kerbal's helmet, which is pretty cool, but to actually have that within the base, within stock KSP would be pretty nice. That'd be very nice. Which we don't have at the moment. I think that would be something that would be really cool for them to include in KSP 2. This is taking so long to get this. This is taking so long to actually get this over to the Mars spacecraft. Come on. It's a lot easier to get this. Why are we going slower when I'm pressing H? We should be going towards the target faster. 0.8 meters per second. There we go. We've run out of... Oh, are you telling me that I can't control this? But I've got a crew on board. Oh, but it's... The pilots don't actually control it. It's done by the... Oh, that's not good. We're only moving 0.8 meters per second. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a quick save, and I'm going to see if I can IVA and get them over to the Mars vehicle. I think it should be possible from 260 meters. Yeah, let's try it. Oliver Arrowwood. Here you go. It's time to EVA. And... oh, God, what has happened? What the... seriously? Why are we... this... what the hell? I want to go this way. Why is my camera... right, this isn't good. Great, I've lost it. What is going on? How much EVA resources have I used? I've used like loads. Where's the friggin' Mars vehicle gone? There. Right, so we are now further away than we were before. Right, so can I face this way? Why are you not facing the way that I'm facing? Ah, okay. Right, I didn't know that did that. Right. Stop. Let's go closer. Oh, this is going to be really tight. This is going to be really tight. How far away are we? I really don't like the fact that it just kind of like, when I got out of the spacecraft, it just sent me flying. Are we getting closer? I think we are. Oh, EVA controls are so terrible. Oh, can you turn on SAS with... okay, cool. Oh, I should be fine. I should be fine. We've still got over half. That's all right. We're getting close to the Mars vehicle now, so we are coming in rather quickly. If I set this as a target... I said if I set this as a target... oh, wow, we're going 8.1 meters per second in comparison. Oh, but we can slow down very quickly. Cool. Yeah, they sure are. The astronauts that have totally been trained and not kidnapped and thrown into a rocket. Yes. That is how we pick our astronauts at NASA Space Agency. We just find someone that looks like they are ready to go on a bit of an adventure, look like they're made of strong stuff and that they can withstand the G-forces of being launched into space, and then we kidnap them, kind of throw them into a very expensive rocket and hope that they know what to do. 9 times out of 10, it ends in tears. That 1 time out of 10 that it doesn't know, well, it's a scientific breakthrough, right? So how much? Yeah, we've got plenty. Despite going on a bit of a weird, journey, let's not smash into the solar panel because that would be bad. And we're still moving 3 meters per second, but there we go. How much nitrogen have we got left? No, I'm not gonna. So there's a few little things that I need to do with EVA. I need to connect up some of the fuel lines, but I'm not going to do that with this guy whilst he's only got 2.21 left. I kind of want to get him safely in. Oliver Arrowwood, we want you to be safely inside the command module. There we go. Should just be able to grab it any second now. Any second now. Come on. Grab. Oh, it's over this side, isn't it? Grab. There it is. There's the hatch. Come on, 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 come on. There we go. Grab, grab, grab. Cool. Board. First man on. I prefer free-range Kerbals. Oh, excuse me. So, we've got 1 over. Now, oh, we're only 169 meters away. Amazing. Amazing. We're gonna actually end up probably going straight into it. So let's get Ziggy Garcia over now. EVA is out of nitrogen. No, it's not. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. This is painful. You know what? I'm actually going to get Ziggy Garcia to do the little connectory up thing that I was talking about before. What connectory up? We're gonna get Ziggy Garcia to connect the fuel lines up. That's what we're gonna want to do. Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting late. What is it? Like 1:30 here. Damn, I've been streaming for quite a while now. I mean, this stream's been 3 hours alone. The stream before this was like 1 hour and 42 minutes. So, Ryan Velarde, I made up Carnastronauts. I actually kind of really like that, although it sounds a bit like a dinosaur mixed with an astronaut. But maybe that's just because I'm thinking of Carnosaurus. So, is it ethical to launch the Kerbal knowing they face slow frames and will probably die? Oh, slow down. Come on. There we go. There we go. We're moving very slowly now. Let's just get in here. 1 meter per second. How much IVA fuel have we got left? Loads. We're absolutely fine. Right, can we grab this yet? There we go. Grab connector, and then we want to attach connector. There we go. And then open GUI. Oh no, I'm too far away. Come on. Open GUI. Oh. Not working for some reason, for whatever reason. Now let's go over and do it on the other side. And then we can set up our asparagus staging after a bit of orbital assembly. I hope this works. Bye. I hope you all have success with the Mars test. Well, thank you, NASA Nerd, for sticking by the stream. And yeah, hopefully this should all go well now that we've actually got crew over here. Hopefully everything goes fine for the last little bit of the stream. Right, so let's grab this. Grab the connector and stick it on there. There we go. Cool. Now we can go get Ziggy Garcia safe and sound in the command module, and hopefully we should be able to get Sono Hero, and then we are good to go to Mars. We are good to start our journey over to Mars. I hear Kerbals made with GMOs often end up not dedicating their life to space travel before I kill them, because I was an idiot who didn't put a launch abort system on. See, in Realism Overhaul, I always put a launch abort system on, except for my shuttle. I don't have a launch abort system on my shuttle, because how do you put a launch abort system on a shuttle? The way that I've designed this, the crew are right in the middle, so it's not like I can easily get them off. So, yeah, it's a rather dangerous way of getting to space. But hopefully nothing goes wrong. Famous last words. Who needs a launch abort system? Exactly, who does? I mean, Starship doesn't have one, or isn't planning on having one. Oh, we're just getting to the sunrise. Oh, come on, stop, slow down. This is getting very frame ratey now because this is such a big spacecraft. How long have we got? How long do we have? 3 days and 7 hours until we need to actually perform our maneuver. Right, so let's grab and board. Boys, grab and board. There we go. Cool. One more person, Sono Hero, and then we are good to go. And we're only 104 meters away now, so this should take no time whatsoever. Let's get you an EVA. EVA is out of nitrogen once again. No, it is not. We've got loads. Oh, but look, yeah, we're getting treated to a sunrise whilst this is all going on. So everything's getting all orange and cool and colourful, and it looks beautiful. There we go. Let's get this over to... Let's get Sono Hero over to the command module, where we will definitely not strap him into a chair and force him to pilot the craft. No. We are very ethical over here. No, we are not. What? No one heard a thing. Right, so slow him down. Going 4.2 meters per second compared to this. So Kerbals actually move damn fast when they're on EVA. I never realized. Oh, that's a solar panel. Damn it. Whoa, that was close. Oh, I love a good roasted Kerbal with a sunrise in the background. Yes, ethics. Come on, just turn around and finally, come on. There we go. Cool. Grab that, grab it. There we go. Nice. And we've boarded. So I think we've boarded. We have our full crew on board. We have 3 Kerbals. We have our lander. We have our whatever this section is, our habitation module. We've got our space shuttle just chilling out over there. I think what we're going to do is we are just going to point this retrograde and we're just going to burn until it deorbits and we're not going to bother with it. If this was in Kerbal Gets Real, obviously I would follow this all the way back down to the ground because I do not want to waste an entire longsword. It'd be nice if I could return one of these. But as it's not the series, it's just a sandbox, yeah, we're just going to burn it off and then hopefully it'll make the frames a little bit better whilst we're around this thing because obviously this massive great space shuttle has gone away. Do the Kerbals know they are remotely being controlled by a mad man? Ooh. Now that is a question. That is definitely a question that I'm not sure. Who knows? Does a Kerbal know when he needs to eat snacks? Or is it the user interface that tells said Kerbal that he is hungry? What's more ethical? I'm waiting for the follow-up to this. You know what, I'm bored. Let's just hit... we're pretty much retrograde anyway. Let's just hit retro, and we're gonna go flying back. And I think... Yeah, do I wait until... I don't know. I think if I wait until this goes below 50,000 meters, then I can just switch back to the transfer vehicle and get ready. And this should delete itself, hopefully causing a little bit less lag. There we go. Come on. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to connect to. God damn it. D3 lander probe. I think that's the one that spiraled out of control earlier on. Getting a little bit of lag at the moment. Hopefully that's nothing too concerning. Are we gonna be able to rejoin? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Things are coming up. There we go. Ooh, that doesn't look good. But we're back on the actual transfer craft. And we have 3 days and what? Wow. Okay. So yeah, that was a full-on Kraken attack. What the hell happened? Oh. I think I did a quick save not that long ago, but I think as it is now 20 to 2 at night, I'm going to call that the end of this stream. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I was hoping to actually get that sent on its way to Mars. Ah, well, that was definitely interesting. One of the Kerbals must have been practicing dark magic. Yes, definitely. They were definitely practicing dark magic. Let's have a look. Well, I'll see where the last quick save was before I go. But I think I'm going to call that the end of the stream because, like I said, it is getting late and I do have stuff that I do need to do tomorrow. I do have a lecture, even though it is late. But, oh, that's annoying. So my quick saves are like, don't break. Don't break. Do not break. Let's go to Mars. I think it was just the quick save. So 1:15. So it was only 9 minutes ago, I think. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't I don't think that should be too bad if it's only 9 minutes ago. We'll see. I think it was I think I'm fairly sure I quick saved for the shuttle. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I did a quick save when I was in the shuttle just before it came to the actual transfer craft. So shouldn't be too far behind. But I do need to make sure that I get this all sorted. I do want to start building this up, and before I start the next episode of Kerbal Gets Real, well, I want to have this being built in the background. So that's a shame. When are you streaming next? It will be next Monday. Next Monday, probably 8 p.m. British summertime to about usually 1 a.m. 1 a.m. my time. So I usually like to stream for about 4 or 5 hours when I'm doing Kerbal. And I don't know what the next stream will be. I'm not sure if it will be more of this or if it will be actually in the Kerbal Gets Real series. I think it will probably be in the Kerbal Gets Real series. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, we barely lost anything at all. We just need to move the crew over. Cool. So, yeah, that's not too bad. So that won't take long at all. But anyway, yeah, no, that's going to be the end of the stream because it's getting late. Thank you, everyone who has come along to this second one. I know, obviously, that was a bit weird. Like, I had a big old break in the middle because YouTube did do a die, and it really had not much fun trying to let me do this stream, but oh well. So just copy over the visual mods and delete the old ones first. But yeah, no, thank you for watching the stream. Thank you very much. I have been Karnasa, and I will see you all later.